What up, my dog? How you doing, bro? Big boy, I'm not big, man. I'm gonna though. It's winter time. I get chubby in the winter, and then I rip out in the spring. You behaving, my dog? Secular, where'd you go, foo? You been in the city lately, Sec? I hop on occasionally, brah. I gotta keep it real. There's too many channels who hate and rip on people instead of minding their own business. I hate that. Keyboard critics. They do it to make themselves feel better because they're miserable. I went, well, I'm always down there for work, but I actually went to the old taco truck on Toledo during lunch today. I haven't been driving through Southwest lately. I just been getting right on the freeway. I try my best, bro ham. Even people who I dislike or disagree with, I don't try to get too harsh. I mean, you're not banned, and you be shredding people in my lives. um, no, I went to the taco truck on Toledo and Livernois right there at the fruit market place. Literally right off of Livernois, the first driveway to the left on Toledo. It's the best taco truck in Southwest, in my opinion. You can get four steak or chicken tacos for $18. A steal. And they're big. Yeah, I don't want to have to kick you off, man, but when 75% of the chat is not digging it, I have to. But you see how I haven't banned this name, so you're good, man. Just don't get crazy. Do that in other people's chats. Well, if they rubbed you the right way, you'd get off. Ha ha ha. If I have a woman rub me the wrong way, she's leaving, and I'm calling her sister. Who else we got up in her? Who's watching? Now, if you rub a woman wrong, she ain't calling you back, my dude. You gotta hit those angles right. You gotta fucking peg the hallway. Left, right, top, bottom. If if there's a girl I nailed who has a sister, then I probably can't because I'm sure she's telling her sister how amazing it was. All my girlfriends only had brothers, so no bueno. Oh boy, how old are you now? I'm not looking forward to that era of my life. I should have another 10 years, I hope. I'm 38, so I should be able to get swole until at least 48. 55. How long did you have to start using the V, or at what age? You don't look 55, brah. You look at like a cool 47. If you had completely dark hair, you would pass for 45 easy. Hello, guest number 2, whoever you be. Well, they keep leaving us, sec. We're not cool, bruh. There you go, bro. I'm gonna probably get TRT when I'm in my mid 40s. Yeah, I haven't hit a midlife crisis yet, but I'm sure it's coming. I get to the beginning of one thinking about my 20s and my bar and party days, and then I start to get a little sentimental, and then I think, nah, I don't miss it. Or if I start thinking like I'm starting to get old and my range of women are going to be older, I start freaking out. I can't imagine having to pick between women in their 50s and 60s. So I'm running out of time to get with hot women. All right, brother. Thanks for checking in. We'll hit downtown soon. Paint the town red. Damn, I suck. One guest in 10 minutes. I hope so, brother. Take it easy. Who's in here? Who's in here? Who's in here? Hello, my one guest. I'll be like Vern Vision and just stream to myself. Hello, hey, hi, what may I do? A deer, a doe, a female deer. The fuck was that, playa? Hello, somebody say something. Hello, 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 hello. Who's out there? Out there, out there. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? You. Bring beer, 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 beer. Dang, dude, I suck, dude. Gotta paint the town red and paint his wife white. Non players, my Detroit players. It ain't nothing but a party, y'all. From the early morning. Aw, snap, we got a lucky guest. Who are you, viewer number 2? Somebody type. Hello. Who's out there? Here. Type, someone type. Man, why are you gonna come in and not say something, person? I'm nice to everybody. I'm nice to everybody. You don't have to pillow watch. You can say something. You are welcomed here. Type something, fools. Man. Hey, what up, Pylora? S? I'm alive. How about yourself? I haven't seen you before. How goes it? Paloris, Paloris, Paloris. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? You. Two people. Come aboard. Come aboard. Hop on if you want, player. Oh, shoot. We lost everybody. I have no idea. Why don't you hop on, dude? He has to work. He's at work, I guess. Come on the panel, playa. Not on mine. I don't ever go live. This is my second time live in like 2 years. What's your normal YouTube name? How what? Oh, the link right here, bro. Click that link and I'll add you in. Click the link I just posted and it'll send you to my back room of the lobby or something. I add you in. Do you see the link? StreamYard.com link. Click that. Yeah, but something should pop up. You got something to enter? A studio thing to enter? When you click that, it should give you an option to enter studio for my chat. That's what it should do. Hmm. You don't need them. I'm not using them. I can hear people talk when they're on panel. It's all good if you don't want to come up here. Oh shit, we got 3 people now. We're the big leagues. 3 people. Holy mackerel. That's all good. Who else is in here? Say something. Why do people come in the lives and just not chat and get involved? It's so stupid. Hmm. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just smile if you. Is there anyone alone? Sit back. I do believe it's working. This will get you through the show. One more time ago. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship on the road. When I was young, I remember. Just a little prick. You may get a little sick. It come through in waves. When I was a child, I heard distant on you. Now the time is gone. Nacho tranny, hot dog granny, lasagna fanny, Dorito by Curious E. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody? Oh. Is there anyone? Sit back. I do believe it right there. No. Fuck no. I'm a homophobe. Homophobic. They can do what the hell they want. Just keep it away from me. I don't want none of that nonsense. I like warm, wet, tight walls. Yes. Like most men should. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Do you believe it? Yeah. This will get you through the show one more time again. Sit back. I was a child. I remember. Hear the damn, man. 20 minutes in, only 3 people tops. This is fun. Wee, woo, wah. Hit 'em in the ha. Gaga, goo, 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 gaga. Bada, bada, ha. I guess I gotta be like everyone else and title my stuff. Maddie and Jarryl did this. Oh my god. And then people would pile in probably. Oh my god. Sharon V said this. People are only interested in the gossip, apparently. Well, I am not one for gossip, okay, Billy? Yes, Stevie. Not today, buddy. Maybe next week. But today, we're getting down to business, son, and it's all about you and the Jewish girl down the block. Mm-hmm. Well, there's 2 of yous in here. I don't bite off other people's channels, Mang. That's what lames do, you feel me? You feel me? Hubba hubba harbo. I'm down. What do you want to worship? We have to wear um cross colors, jeans and sweatshirts, and have tape Walkmans at all times. And when we worship, we all get in a circle with our Walkmans and our Memorex side A and B recording tapes, and we hit record and we start humming nursery rhymes until the tape is out of room, and then our session of prayer is over. I was a child. I remember through the hardness and a beer, but I don't think I'll ever make it out alive. So now I just need to be free. But I was a child. Gosh dang it. Was I lighting a lighter? Oh my god. Hello, 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 hello. Let's smoke some crack. Oh, no. Fire. Some fire. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? Oh. Big booty bitches. That's where in guess. Step on the flow. Let's see you do a stretch. Hit that ass. Bounce it off the flow. Get behind the dude and show him who's a hoe. Bounce, bitches. Boom, 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 boom. Bitch, 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 bitch. Big booty bitches. That's where in guess. Step outside and let's see you dance. Lift your dress. Lift your dress. Dress, 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 dress. All you big titty bitches who think you bad. Get out down and let you see 'em sag. Saggy boobies, saggy boobies. Firm, 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 firm. I don't wear a bra. I'm a 30-year-old woman. Who acts like that? Not me. I'm a dude. Very manly. Who's in here, yo? Two people. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Bass, 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 bass. Hitting bitches in the riches. I used to rock Amber, Crombie, and Fitches. Eh, I still sag my britches. I went from rags to riches. I got a 60-foot Impala hitting the switches, passing through Compton, Watts, picking up South Central crippin' bitches, shooting snitches. Damn, doggies, this chat's fucking lame. Lame as fuck, 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 lame, fuck. Ooh, big booty bitches. That's where, and guess, come on over. Yes, peace and love. You got it. I was changing the last line of the song because I forgot what it said, but that would be it. Ass, 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 ass. Big booty bitches. That's that fucking 90s shit, boy. Ass and titties, ass and titties, ass, titties, titties, ass and titties. Boom, 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 boom. All the big booty bitches. Boom. Peace and love. How goes it, huh? Huh? Fuck yeah, DJ Assault. That's awesome that you got that down. Assault. You good? I know what you were trying to say later. His lisp. Lisp. I have a lisp. Maybe I have a fake lisp. Hey, baby, I have a lisp. Do you have a lisp? Hey, lispy. Lispy, hey, lispy. Hey, lispy, listy poo. Listy poo. Listy, listy. Listy, tristy. Let's get busy in the back of a bus on Compton Street, taking you off those big old feet. You got Nikes on your shoes, baby. Oh, right. I know what you're saying, peace and love. Ash and TTs. That's amazing. What year are you graduate from, peace and love? Right? You went way further than me with those lyrics. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Damn, you can't freaking fill a chat room if you don't talk about the YouTube chosen one community drama. Oh snap, I got 3 years on you. I'm 2001, but we from the same era. Era. Jer, jer, jer. What state you from? Oh, we got 3 people in this motherfucker coming at you live and direct, in effect. Someone must be live right now in the Chosen One community, and I can't compete with them. Man, you are my fire, my own desire. Damn, man, why there no people? I go live once fucking every couple weeks and wasted it on this. Fucking lame. Peace and love. What up though? Damn people, why does this suck? Hey yo, whoopee. I can't get over being not cool on this. I suck. I suck. I suck. What up, gangster?
But we are two worlds
Oh,
apart.
you know all the songs. I started, you
Can't
finished.
reach to your heart
Hit that.
when you say I want it that way.
You're
I grad
challenging your inner Nick Carter. You got your Nick Carter going there.
I graduated in 2003,
Oh, okay.
so I'm like in the middle.
You would have been a sophomore as I was a senior.
Yeah, you're 2 years older than me. Weren't you born in like 83? Should I not say?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I didn't know if you hated me or not. Like the other day, like when I came on here, I saw that like Tracy was up here and I really needed to talk to her about something. But I actually thought that like you didn't like me.
No, I don't hate no one on here. I just don't take it serious or anything. You cool. I don't really care
No.
for
And
fucking the other girl, but you good. I just don't associate with
I
anyone
don't know which
really.
other one is. But there are
California
many that I
Dreaming?
I just
California
want
Dreaming.
yeah,
Cali
just
Dreaming.
I
The
pray
one
for
that
certain
the
people.
one that started all the freaking trouble for me 2 years ago, basically.
You are smarter than the rest. Oh my God.
I try to be, yes.
Yeah, I don't know, like my name has been ran through the mud, so unfortunately some people are going to believe what they want to believe, but most people have, I think, smartened up by now, if you will.
Well, I know for sure because I've told you things that would have got out if you were real about exposing people, and no one ever said anything. So obviously you didn't say anything. So I know you're Gucci. The few
Yeah.
times we talked on the phone, I said some things that would be juicy for others to know, and no one ever said anything. So obviously you didn't expose me, so you was real.
Yeah, no, I'm not that type of person at all. In
I
fact,
mean, if people
what
deserve exposing, cool, but
right,
most
and
people
that's
like
the thing
most people
about
on
me
YouTube,
is
they just try to bury people like if they get a fucking orgasm out of it.
I love people so much that it fucking hurts. Like,
Yes, me too. I don't even like fucking being mean to people I don't like on here. It's just
yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing that comes down to it. Like someone earlier told me that like someone speaking of that person was actually talking about me in a live today. I'm thinking like Jesus Christ, like are you kidding me? And then allegedly she said something like, "Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to come to my door or whatever." And you know what I was thinking about that? It's like at this point, like although I dislike certain people, I still don't have it in me to hurt them once I get to know them well enough, even if it's bad. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm.
Like I like you'd have to do some messed up stuff. Like
It's
otherwise,
like
like I'm the type of like I can't do it.
all the former addicts that be on Maddie's page dogging her, dude. They forget what it was like to be dope sick. You're gonna do basically anything you can to get a score. They're being hypocrites. I don't say nothing or say
Yeah.
anything against or for her, but all these ex addicts that are talking shit like they're better than her, when they were addicts, they would have done the same thing. It pisses me off.
Yeah, I watch my best friend died. It'll be 4 years on December 6th.
Jeez.
And he would do the most random shit for a couple bucks.
I luckily
Could be
held a job during the worst of my addictions, but I guarantee that if I didn't have a job, I would have hit licks and stole and did everything. I guarantee it because being sick was my biggest fear ever.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I spent a lot of money on alcohol once upon a time. I used to drink a lot, like a lot.
So I can see all the fucking people in our chat that never were an addict, like saying shit, but all the ex addicts, dude, they do that to make themselves feel better because they are finally in a higher place than someone and they thrive off it, I think. They got to trick themselves into thinking there's finally someone like lower than them right now. That's what I think because they all act like they're perfect, but I guarantee they fucking stole jewelry from their mom or brother. Guaranteed.
I feel like I'm part of the survivor girl community because she's really one of the only people I can think of off the top of my head that I actually like enjoy conversing with. You know, like she can keep up with the conversation. She's intelligent,
Her
and
and
that's
I,
hard to find.
we've always
And
got along here. She's been real to me too, and she's super intelligent, and she talks about interesting shit, not the drama. And,
exactly, and that's what I've been looking for. And who cares if
the
there's
people
only
that hate
20 of
her,
us?
I think they're just jealous of her, honestly, because I don't see anything to hate her for. She fucking been real with me all this time, and
She,
she's cool. I've always
she's
got along with her.
hardened. She's
There's not
hardened,
many.
just like me, and you know, like she speaks honestly,
Yeah,
like
she
blunt,
doesn't
if
give a
you will.
fuck either.
And I think a lot of people are bothered by that, especially when it comes from a woman.
There's so
Um,
many people on YouTube that are worried about what others think. First of all, you're hiding behind a screen, so who gives a fuck? I mean,
yeah,
people are so worried about
especially
their
the
image
people
over
that
a
have
computer.
never even shown themselves that are
Dude,
putting other people down, like for their looks, and it's just
there's
like,
literally people tune into YouTube like to start their life. Like YouTube's their life, and off YouTube is like not. It's they got it opposite. Like I use YouTube when I'm bored. There's people that like go on it to live their lives and like be role play. Like be someone they're not in real life. Because you can be anyone behind a screen.
yeah,
You
I'm
could,
just Laura.
yeah, I'm just Leland. Just me, myself, and I is,
I think that's a cool name, by the way. I've never met anyone with that name before.
it was now it's starting to come out more because ladies, these or what are they? The new generation, Generation Z, are naming their kids like fucking desktop and fucking lawn
Yeah.
chair and fucking Rocks in the ocean. They got
Compass.
the weirdest names ever now. Like
Yeah,
everyone, like
no, I know. Like,
xylophone and fucking
yeah, I wouldn't be
mattress.
surprised.
Like
People
I don't
thought
know
it was
what.
weird back when Gwyneth Patrol,
So
however you say her name.
you're the cutoff then. You're the special group from 77 to 85 is we're not Gen X and we're not millennials, we're Xennials because we grew up in the
Yeah, no, I know what you
analog
mean.
we grew up in the
Technically,
analog era and we our adulthood was in the digital era. So we lived as kids without cell phones and everything. And then our adulthood we have cell phones, you know? Because
yeah,
the
no, I get
people
what you mean,
younger
and
than
I've
us
read that
like
before.
are
But
dumb on
technically, we are
computers.
millennials. Millennials are
But
like
if
the
you look at the
concept
list of
is
both of them, like we got like
we're both, in
we
my
fit into
opinion.
both of them,
We
right?
fit in
I
both. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I
The
do
whole
fit
thing
into
about the
many millennials,
millennial
but like the young
is
millennials, like the ones that are up to like I think it goes up
not
to 96.
96,
Yeah, like I don't
81 to
I'm
96.
like those kids graduated in like mid 2000s. I'm shit was way different than it was in 2001.
Right. One of the biggest points, though, is we're all minors when 9/11 happened, or under 21.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's a good point. Wow. Yeah, I was
I was
my first year of
I was still
college.
in high school. What was it? My sophomore year.
I was a freshman at Eastern Michigan University.
Oh, then it was no, it was my junior year
I
of high school.
graduated from high school badge to college badge. Good
Yeah,
times.
I no, I did the same, but I was attending a community college, but obviously there's only so many classes that
You
you
were
can take
still in
until you get your
Michigan,
diploma.
right? What year did you leave Michigan?
The very beginning of 2018.
Oh, snap. Not even that long ago?
I mean, I never really stayed in Michigan for long. I have really bad memories there. And although it's a long story. Like most of
We
my
don't got to
friends
go
are
into
dead
it.
at
You're
this
good.
point. So
Yeah, I
there's
know
really
nothing.
not many people left that I even know there. I know that sounds really fucked up, but even in my 20s, I was always in New York. Like I would go
New
off to New York
York.
City
See, I here
any chance I got.
I have two group of friends. I have my drinking jock friends, and then I have my junkie friends that changed over to when I started doing drugs. And the junkie friends, most are dead now, but all my old drinking friends are still good.
Yeah, when my friend died at the end of 2017, um, I mean, I honestly don't think I've ever been lower than that, like mentally. Like I would find myself staring at the wall, just trying to I don't know, just saying to myself, like this can't be real. Like that's how fucked up in the head I was. Like I don't know. I spent a lot of crying, throwing up, just a lot of fucking emotions. And then
Yeah,
I
I was
got
just
to
gonna
a
say
point.
normal human emotions. That's how your body copes and fights. And
But then it's like it's
you
Christmas
would be a
time,
zombie if you
everybody's
didn't do that.
happy. And it's like everybody's supposed to be happy because it's Christmas time, where it's December, he died December
Right.
6th. And
Yeah.
obviously that was the worst Christmas ever. And then so after the holidays, I'm just looking outside one day and it's pouring rain, it's snowing, it's blizzarding. I'm like, I need to do something. I need to change because that's all I'm going to say
Right.
without getting. I was just in
Yeah,
a
don't
really,
commit to
really
it.
dark place. Okay. We'll
Right.
just leave it at that. And I just remember thinking to myself, I need to get out of here. Like, I need to go somewhere. I need to do something. Like, I can't just stay here in Michigan. Like, now that everyone's dead now, like, I gotta go.
No, that's the smartest thing ever, honestly. You can start fresh, you know? No one knows your story and shit, and then you can do what you want. You took a bold move moving to Vegas. Vegas.
Well, it's the only place that I had to go. To make a long story short, there are certain things that I can't talk about. It's really
No, don't do
hi.
it.
My name is Laura.
Don't
No,
give
I know,
people
I know, I know, I
ammunition.
know.
But
I didn't have a choice though.
right. How is
It actually got to a point I didn't have a choice. This was the only place I had to go.
are
I've
the
always had
casinos, not to
family
cut you
here.
off, are the casinos strict about vaccines yet? Are they enforcing it?
Mm.
Carding people for their vaccine card?
You
Because
mean
that
like
kept me from.
workers?
No, can you go in the casinos without a vaccine still? I heard they
Yeah,
were
you
going
just
to
have
change
to
it.
wear a mask.
Okay, because the World Series of Poker made. everyone have a vaccine. That's why I didn't go. I was gonna go to Vegas for 2 weeks, but I'm not
You
getting
need
vaccinated.
you need to be vaccinated to fly.
Yeah, all of that. But I was gonna drive and then stay for 2 weeks, but I won't. Would have been a waste because I couldn't play in the tournaments because I don't have a vaccine.
I have an entire bar's worth of alcohol,
Yeah,
and I
I
don't
don't.
drink.
I don't drink either anymore. It's been ages.
Oh, my bad. Then never mind. I'm like trying to find someone like, can someone just give me weed for alcohol? Like, fuck.
I got 3 ounces sitting out right now.
I
Just
just
taking
went
out of
through
the
an ounce
mail.
this week. Like, not this week. I mean, like, I would
I
say
don't. I
three
don't
to
smoke either.
three to
I just.
5 weeks. Oh, yeah, I get your point. I would say about 3 to 5 weeks, give or take, like 4 weeks, give or take a week. I go through about an ounce.
That's good though. There ain't nothing wrong with that,
And it's about that time. Like tomorrow, I need to place an order and wait.
right? Hmm. Right on. YouTube's
No,
dead
I
tonight.
saw you were
Criminal.
live and you were talking about how you felt like you were like a loser or lonely. So I was
I'm being
like,
sarcastic. I don't take
no,
YouTube
I
serious.
know. I don't either, but I'm just
If
getting
people
shit
haven't caught
done.
on by now that I'm all satire on here, then I fucking pretend and fake emotions. This is all for fun for me. But
I'm just running room to room, like doing 75 things at a time. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on.
I can't compete with the drama channels. That's all people want to hear and
Who
listen.
cares though? Like
Oh, I
that's
don't care at
stupid.
all. I kept this thing on with two guests for 49 minutes.
Yeah, that's why it's like, um, just like you said, like Tracy is like a godsend in that sense that she can actually have a conversation and not constantly talk about people. Like, yeah, she gets upset and she has feelings and emotions and that's another story. I'm not going to get into any of that, but she's
They
not.
all they all use bounce off each other for views and shit. So the only one that don't is fucking Maddie, and she gets the fucking everyone I think's jealous because she's got fucking 180 people watching her, and everyone else barely kicks over 50.
I just don't understand why everyone was begging her to start a channel. And then it's like, what did you expect though? Like everyone's like, no, no,
Yeah,
no, we want to see your everyday life. Like we want to
right.
see it all.
He's getting it to him.
And then like that actually happens and then people hate it. And I remember when they first made their channel, it was mostly Jarryl and everyone kept saying,
Yeah,
we don't want to talk to you, Jarryl. We just want Maddie, like over and
right.
over and over. And then it got to a point that like Maddie would get on all the time. And then it was like people are complaining that it's too much Maddie. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, a girl I know I just talked to recently. She's down homeless down there, and she stays in a bando with what's Amber and her boyfriend, the black dude, and that Jamie with the short dark hair from
I
Jazzy
haven't
Mug's
heard
videos.
about any of those people since like the Chosen
Me
One
either.
community
When she
days.
brought up their names, I'm like, holy shit, I know who those people are. And they live in a house like at Livernois and Warren, so a little past
Right.
Southwest. But yeah, Ivy, that's his name. But yeah, they're doing well, not doing good, but they're alive.
But yeah, my body, this is kind of off top. My body has already like adapted to the weather here because I am definitely shivering and it's like when it gets down to like 65 degrees, I'm literally like bundling up.
What is the weather right now?
I think it's 65.
Not bad at all. Yeah. What's today?
Yeah,
Wednesday? No,
65
Thursday?
and or wait, yes, like 65, but it's like cold when you're after just a few months ago it was 120 every day, so
Yeah,
your
no
body gets
doubt.
used to that. So it's
Fuck
really
yeah.
weird, but some people say things like, "Oh, but you don't have the four seasons in Vegas." Like, yeah, we do because you just have to wait for your body to adjust because it's like the
Right.
same thing, it's just different levels.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
assure you, if you get used to a summers that go up to 120 every day, yeah, you're gonna be shivering when it gets down to 60.
Fuck yeah. What is it? Thursday? Who's the show right now? Fucking Blobbles?
It's
Thursday night?
Thursday. What's that?
I don't know. I don't watch people much.
No, I don't either. I saw that you were on, like, usually I go into Survivor Girls and that's literally it. I don't,
Yeah,
there's,
has she been
I'm,
on lately?
as far as like that quote unquote community, like I watch like
Right.
true crime type shit, like
Yeah,
documentaries. And if like there's a good ass movie that's for free, I'll be down to listen to that while I'm getting stuff done.
fuck yeah. Yeah, YouTube's fucking weird.
It wasn't always like this, and it like believe it or not, back in like 2005, 6, 7, it was like it was all adults. Like it was all normal comments. Now it's like the comments might as well just be like someone
When did
hitting their head against the keyboard.
Boit take off? That's a weird world too. Fucking the Boit people.
I have no idea. I don't know much about that.
Right. I can't
I
even.
was from. I, have you ever heard of Onision?
I may have seen the name, but I'm not familiar.
Well, to make a long story short, the fall of Onision, I jumped in and I started a channel. I had a huge fucking channel once upon a time. This is a whole story. Like, I was so depressed when I lost this channel or that channel, whatever, that I said, like, I will never use YouTube again, ever. You know what I mean? I was like, I am
Yeah.
done with them. Like, my channel just went down the drain like that. And I was almost to, like 200K or whatever. I'm like, nope, never, ever, ever using them again. And why is because the strike shit used to be so much worse. Like you could get 3 at once and then boom, your channel's down. They do it differently now. First you get a warning, and you also have like 48 hours to fix certain things. You didn't have that back then. So
Right.
I started speaking out against Onision, and I was reacting to some of his content, and he gave me 3 strikes, 3 different videos all at once, and boom, that was it. My whole channel deleted.
Wow. That's terrible.
I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Like that, how did he cannot get away with that? I tried to appeal them, everything. Like I don't know. It was like exhausting. And then I got to a point that I was like, you know what? Whatever. I did my job. He's been exposed. Like he's done anyway. Cause that's technically
Oh,
what I wanted
yeah.
to. As soon as you start getting addicted to those numbers, the views and the subs, that's when you'll start losing yourself. And that's when your channel will start going in a direction that isn't really you, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
good.
actually like being like a more conservative channel so I can stay true to myself.
Fuck yeah. I won't sell out ever. Go against all I've been fucking
Oh,
portraying
I
to
said
be.
that before too, but then I saw an ad on the first time I saw an ad on one of my videos, this was like 2011, I started crying. And like from then it was just like a dopamine booster. Like every time I don't know. It was a lot different though too. Now it's like mostly kids.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Like I
Everyone
was
wants
thinking
to
about
be
finishing
Logan
the
Paul.
series that I was doing, the Laura V effect series thing that I was doing. And
Uh-huh.
but it's just like it, dude, how am I gonna explain anything over 18 that's gonna be so fucking inappropriate? Like my life is so fucked up.
Right.
Like
That's
I
what I'm
age
saying.
restricted about starting from like age 9 or 10. I had to start age restricting them. But once I get to like little as I get older, it's like, man, this is just gonna get worse and worse. I don't know how these videos are gonna stay up.
Right. Now they're even strict, aren't they? YouTube.
Yeah, because they're slowly trying to turn it into like a mainstream platform, in my opinion. It'll take years, but they still want it to eventually be closer to something like Netflix or Hulu type thing.
That's crazy. They wanted the big bucks, huh?
So, Lana Rhodes is having a baby.
Yeah.
Riley Reid's been married for over a year now.
Good marker. Yeah, I watch all the.
Yeah, those are the type of people that I watch. Even though it's been like 3 years since any of us were able to see each other face to face at the AVNs, because they're going to be virtual again this year.
Yeah, you get to hang out with the YouTube posse when they're there. Was
Um,
Mike? You like Mike Malajak?
Mike Malek. I
Yeah.
didn't know who he was the last time I was at the AVNs, and like, but when I'm there, I'm taking pictures with people, I'm signing things, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Hold on one second. I'm listening.
Big time. Marker, thanks for stopping by, bro. I appreciate it. I'm not talking about my headline. That was just a joke to see if I was cool enough to attract people. But I'm not. But you always keep it real, Marker. I appreciate that, bro.
Wait, what? Say what?
I was talking to Marker in 59. He always stops by. He's good people.
Oh my God, it's down to 63. I don't like how it gets dark at like 4. And this is really stupid because I live like, okay, Vegas is like a 20-minute drive to the Hoover Dam, like the, whatchamacallit, like the
Mm-hmm.
state line to Arizona, right?
Yeah.
They don't do daylight savings time. So for 6 months of the year, it's like right next door. It's a whole different time.
Hmm.
And it's like, why can't we just not do, like, why can't we be like that? Because it's already getting dark at like 4 o'clock. It's 5:22 and it's like completely dark outside.
Damn. I think it stays light in Michigan till 6.
Yeah, it depends on the type of the year, but like there'll be days in the middle of July. I swear, like it's still light outside slightly at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Vegas at night's nice because you don't got that death sun.
Yeah, sometimes like on the really hot days, it's like if I forget to put my hat on or one little thing that helps keep the temp off you, I feel like that Geico just their gecko, whatever the fuck it's called, like running for shade.
Oh, right. I haven't been to Vegas in a hot minute. Fuck. I need to go.
I don't recommend anyone going during the summer though. Like
No, I hate the
especially
summer.
I was pregnant here for a summertime
Right.
and I was literally like if I had to walk outside, I would just have like ice cold water with me to just keep pouring on myself.
Yeah. I hate the heat.
Because hot flashes are no joke.
Yeah. I remember them during withdrawals. Nightmare. But other than that, I don't get them due to not being a lady. Fuck. Vegas. I'm gonna go, I think, in fucking February.
So let's get political. What are your thoughts on the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing?
I haven't been paying attention to it, honestly. I don't watch TV. I hate it.
Oh no, I
But
don't either. I research the shit out of everything to get like I get annoyed when people are like, "Oh, well, this news station is saying this news station is saying that's like
they're
yeah,
all on the same side. They're
it's
all
the
controlled.
entertainment industry though.
Right.
But
They're
if you
all
think about
controlled
it,
by the same powerful people. So they got to change gears
anyone
to divide people, divide and conquer. That's the
right, that
same
you
with
have
the
that, but
left and the
then
right, Republican, Democrats. It's all one team, and it's just used to divide the citizens.
yeah, but even if you don't get political or whatever, it's like
Yeah, I
it's
don't.
possible to make a YouTube channel, whether you have a huge network behind you or not, and you could
Right.
say whatever you want to, and that's no different. It's all part of the entertainment industry, like
Yeah.
the news included. Like the news is just, it's more entertainment called the news.
It's just crazy how so many people take the news word for word. Whatever the news says, that's
Exactly.
their exact beliefs. They could
And then
tell you
when
to
they
cut off
talk
your right
about,
arm to live
when
20 years
people
longer, and everyone would have their left or right arm cut off.
yeah, like people talk about, oh, this news station should be sued because they didn't present all the facts. Well, if you know your constitution, then you know that everyone has the right, the freedom of speech and press. So if you don't like what they have to say, make your own channel, put your own video together and explain what you want to be put out there. Like it's so annoying. It's just like you can do this too. Like these are humans behind this, like these aren't elite robots or something. Like these are people just like you and me. Anyone can do this.
Hmm. I agree. I like your train of thought.
That's why
I
it just
don't know.
bothers me. Like, like I can't believe the like this network or that network didn't touch on this subject or touch on that subject. Then go make a video and talk about it.
All right.
Like, what?
Absolutely.
That's what they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah, like same thing. I quit going on Facebook because all it is people talking about politics and oh, I hate it.
Yeah, I
Hate
stopped
it.
going on Facebook like years ago. I still have mine, obviously. But
Oh,
in
I
fact,
do
I
too.
only used the most recent time I used Facebook was to talk to you on a DM. That's the
I don't
last
yeah,
time
I
I
never
used
done too.
Facebook.
So yeah, damn. Yeah, I don't use it. I hate it. Every time I
I
go on it, I get angry, so I quit going on.
I can't have Messenger. I remember you were joking because I have 5,000 friends on Facebook.
Absolutely, Marker. Yeah,
That's the limit. And
the
is
boss.
so if I were to download Messenger, the split second it's on my phone, I'm being blown up like by people trying to call me from like
Thirsty ass
Lebanon.
dudes. Thirsty dudes, man.
Yeah, like you can't get it to stop. Like you can hit ignore, ignore. Sometimes you accidentally like answer and shit. It's like, dude, fuck this. Like I can't. There's no way.
That's what happens when you have boobs. You
I don't know, man. Look at Mike Malak. Does he have boobs?
Yeah, but dudes are way more fucking thirsty maniacs than girls. But you got a bunch of girls that are too. But
Yeah, no,
percentage
I already
wise,
know most of my demographics are men. I know that.
yes, yes, yes. Oh boy. Hitting four deep in here. I'm the man. I'm an everyday maestro. Oh, what else? Bring a new topic up. I don't know any. I'm mind blank.
Astro World, Summer Wells, Gabby Petito. I don't know.
Who's Summer Wells? I don't even know.
She was a little 5-year-old that went
Oh,
missing back in
snap.
June, and the parents have an alcohol problem. They lost custody of several other kids. It's a really long story. It's like a whole ass rabbit
Oh,
hole,
what
but
about fucking the rapper Young Dolph dying yesterday?
I haven't heard of that. I've
He's a
never even heard of that person.
Memphis
I'm
rapper.
sorry.
He was with Young Gotti and those guys. He was more independent, but he was big. He got shot at 36, three sixes, and his last album cover was a big satanic like pyramids, one eye symbolism on his CD cover, and he died
Hmm.
3 months later. Mm,
That's my current age, so that makes me feel real great.
you're good. Just don't freaking sell your soul and do
I think it was
sacrifices.
robbed from me.
Hmm,
No, a
just
lot of
one
people
person.
say shit about like people always die like or certain people die like multiples of 9. Like Anna Nicole Smith and Judy Garland both died at like 45, for example, or some shit. I don't know. I'd have to fact check
Oh, I
that.
know.
But
I'm into all that kind of shit. I like the freaking conspiracy shit.
Marilyn Monroe
I
was
go digging down the
36.
rabbit hole all the time. There's some crazy stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm the age that Marilyn Monroe was when she died.
Oh boy. She made it past the 27 club, huh?
Yeah, but that's another multiple of 9 before
Yeah,
36.
it's all done in numbers. That's how Freemasonry, it's all numbers. If you ever
I've
notice,
never
like on murder scenes, like the numbers on ambulances and stuff, they're always like significant numbers. It's trippy.
Every time I'm in an ambulance, I try to just like pretend I'm not in there
No, I've never been in one. Knock on
because
wood.
it's just awkward when you have like someone just sitting next to you staring at you and like monitoring all your shit. Like whether you're like, I mean, if you're out of it, then it's not, I don't know. But if you're
Unless they're
conscious enough,
giving me morphine, then they're good. Kidding.
yeah, no, it's always horrible when they start the IV in the ambulance. I feel bad saying this because like they're just for some reason they always fuck it up. Like to the point like I get to the hospital, I'm like, "Can someone please fix this? There's blood running down my arm and I think I'm
Oh
going to
God.
die."
Right.
Like
Hmm.
um but no, like long story short, my first summer here, I was pregnant, and um, we didn't have transportation at the time. That's a whole other story. And I saw that an Uber or a Lyft, this is before the pandemic, so I saw that an Uber or a Lyft can actually deny you if they think you're going into labor for liability purposes.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, so when I was going into labor, I literally just called 911 to get to
Right.
the
That
hospital.
makes sense. That's
Like my
weird. I never
water
heard
broke, I was always already
that.
having contractions. I'm like, "Oh hell no, get me to the hospital immediately. I've done this. No,
Right.
not my first rodeo. I already know how this is gonna go. Please get me to the hospital, thanks." Okay, so what do you think about like the Alec Baldwin thing?
Oh, I seen a little of that. I don't know. I think he's a freaking liberal scumbag, so he's probably guilty. I don't
I
know.
think it's like split, like people saying he
It's
should have
kind of
checked
fishy
it,
though. That I guess the
or
last thing I heard is the scene didn't even require the gun going off.
yeah, like I guess yeah, something's weird with that. Like whether he was set up or not. I remember like I've taken gun classes before, and the first thing they tell you is to always think in your head there's always one left in the chamber,
Hmm.
no matter what. And you check it. You're supposed to check it. You don't just go around like randomly shooting. You got
Yeah,
to check it first.
but then you add into the fact the scene didn't call for the gun to fire off. That's just way too fishy.
Yeah, it is because usually they use prop guns that shoot out squibs, is what they're called. And the
Hmm.
squibs don't, they're not like the type of explosive that's going to hit a person. They kind of it just looks like a bullet was shot out.
Right.
So why they didn't have that kind of prop gun and had like an actual firearm with actual bullets is where I
Mhm.
don't get that.
Something don't add up for sure. She knew
Yeah.
something she wasn't supposed to know or something.
And once again, this is just my opinion, but
No,
I
you're
think when
good.
people do things like this, it's just to again push the uh guns are dangerous. We need to
Yeah,
get rid of them.
absolutely. I'm glad you think that's exactly how I feel. Anytime there's shootings, it's the news jumps right on it to get gun control going.
Yeah, and
That's
like not
that's
all the
perfect.
time, but I definitely think some of these, the ones that feel like setups, like
False
this whole thing with
flags.
Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin,
Hmm. Yeah, there's false
because
flags everywhere. You just gotta be careful which ones you refer to because people will go crazy on you.
like that even people that are, obsessed with guns, for example, there's still going to be traumatized. Not all of them, but many of them are still going to be traumatized if they were at something, like Mandalay Bay. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of them did change their perspectives on guns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, from trauma.
I
So
forgot
I
all
don't know.
about that until just now. Yeah, that was what, 3 summers ago now?
That was 2017. In fact, that was like
Yeah,
one of the last
for real.
conversations I had with my best friend was actually about that. We were like
That's a
talking about our little
long time is
theories.
cruising over the
October
horizon.
1st, 2017 was when that happened.
Dude, that's crazy how fast time flies.
Yeah.
Damn, YouTube is boring. We just holding it down. 3 people, 4 people watching us talk.
I'm painting.
Yeah, I'm laying in
Yeah,
the dark.
I made two
Um,
snow globes today, and I think I fucked them up really bad. I think I need to add more water or something.
you're a Martha Stewart.
I don't know what I am, but I'm like constantly doing things.
Hmm,
Like
right
if I'm
on.
not on one of my sites, like Poshmark, eBay, or an adult site, like I'm doing something else. I'm making something else. I'm organizing something else. I'm cleaning something else. Like
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
my brain
Same.
doesn't shut up though.
Right.
I only have one easy beat egg left.
Oh, snap. I've been eating egg white omelets twice a
No, no,
day. I know, but
it's
I'm just saying,
oh,
that's what it made me think of. I'm been keto in it, trying to freaking lean up.
Yeah, I'm vegan, so I have they have it's called the company is called Just, like the word just, Just,
Mm-hmm.
and they make plant-based eggs and they're so much better than real like chicken eggs. And I'm just so grateful.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't I don't like I don't care what anyone else's diet is as long as they don't make fun of me for being vegan, I'm fine.
Oh, I don't. That's people that are judgmental people, the worst kind of people. Hate that.
Here, give me 1 second.
You're good. Oh snap! 5 people in my fake topic room. Oh well. Sorry, I'm not entertaining guests. I'm the worst. Throw tomatoes at me and boo, boo, boo.
I
You
entertain
suck.
myself.
What?
I've been entertaining myself for like decades.
Right? That's how real players do it.
That's how you stay sane in this world.
I keep hitting the mic off button. Dang, stupid phone. About to fucking drink a Rockstar, even though I gotta go to
Hit it
bed
every
early.
time I'm walking by like people in my house that are speaking
Right? Yeah, but
because I'm not trying to like air, like my sister's talking about their latest murder or something. I'm just kidding.
oh fuck, you guys are wicked.
I'm just fucking around.
You're good. I don't take YouTube serious. That a boy marker. That's how I am usually, but I don't want to get huge. I'm getting old. My metabolism's gonna slow down. So I want to eat clean so I don't have to go on a huge diet one day. Catch it before it goes bad.
Every week I do 60 standing leg lifts, 60 on each side. Same with like I do front, then I do the side. So technically that's 120 plus 120. And then I do
Right.
4 different types of kneeling leg lifts on 60 on each side. I go up, I go out, I go back in 2 different ways. And then I
Oh,
do 120 leg lifts, which is 60 on each side. Same with lunges,
what?
leg lift squats, knee lifts, sofa knee lifts, and then sit ups.
My
And then I
goodness.
only do 20 push ups, but everything else is
Yeah.
120.
Off push-ups. Yeah.
I know I hate them. That's why I only do
Between
20.
push-ups and shoulder military presses with weights are my two most hated workout things. I hated pushing dumbbells over my head for shoulders. Oh, I hated it.
I would get like bad grades in gym when I was really little, and it's just like, can you like give me a bone here? I'm like 2 feet tall. I'm the size of a
Nowadays,
toddler compared to everyone
nowadays you gotta
else.
be careful. Nowadays, if some youngin tells their gym teacher to give them a bone, they might do it literally. So many sickos.
Oh, yeah, no, I went to a Catholic school. Like it would actually be out of the question for me to even ask for any leeway. Like you do what you're told. Like they like beat the discipline into you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So then the first time I went to Dakota High School, it's like this is my first time going to a public
Oh
school.
yeah, I forgot you went to big old Macomb, Dakota.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I went from a tiny private school with like 50 kids in my grade to over 500 kids in each grade. And
That's crazy.
I just remember like thinking like I felt like I was in like a whole new dimension. It was just like
Right?
I'm sitting in this class and I'm just watching like there's kids wearing headphones, they're eating chips, like they're on like devices. I'm just like, holy shit, this is like animals. Like because like I had been like so brainwashed from like like at St. Joan of Arc you sit a certain way, like you have to have like a pleasant face, like you can't look like you're depressed, like the teacher will say something. It's just very very strict. You have to raise your hand if you
Really?
need a Kleenex. So
Jeez.
at one point I raised my hand to ask if I could go get a Kleenex. And everyone, like, it was just like silent. Everyone, like, kind of turns and looks at me, like, half the class. And then the teacher, like, kind of looked at me weird before he's just like, yeah, they're right there. And he points to them. It's like, I don't fucking know. Like, I would have gotten in so much trouble if you just get out of your seat to get a Kleenex back at my old school. Like, I don't know.
Right, that's the worst. So
I was just excited I didn't have to wear a uniform for the first time. But then that got old after a while because it's like, damn, you got to come up with something new every day. Like, it was so much easier.
true that. I didn't think of that. Right. Wow.
Yeah, but for the first 9 years of my life, I walk into a 100-year-old school where there's an old ass statue of Jesus Christ right when you walk in, and then a gigantic portrait of the Last Supper. You know, there's crucifixes in every classroom and rosaries, you know, the Blessed Mother Mary, statues, and that's just what
Right.
I grew up with. You know, we started the day with a prayer and then the Pledge of Allegiance. So it's just, it was worlds different.
Fuck yeah, it is.
And it's like, I grew up in East Detroit, but I went to school with mostly Grosse Pointers. So again, it was like when I was at school, I never felt like good enough. And then when I'm in my neighborhood, the kids would pick on me because my family was considered like rich compared to everyone
Right.
else. So then,
And
and even when we moved, I started going to Dakota, and we lived in a subdivision that was brand new, and we had like a really nice house. Okay. And I would start making friends that would end up living in the trailer park. And so here's another thing was, well, let me back up. I didn't know what a trailer park was until after we moved. I don't know why, but the whole time I lived in East Detroit, I had never seen a trailer before, like a trailer park ever. And so after we moved, there's a trailer park right across the street from Dakota. At the time, it was called Chateau. And I remember like we're driving by the school and the trailer park, and I was like, Dad, why are people camping? You know, like I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm like, why are people camping across from the school or whatever? And he's like, what? And I was like, why are there people like camping there? And I'm pointing the trailer park. He looks at me like I'm retarded, and he's like, that's a trailer park, Laura. And I was just like, what does that mean though? And he's like, and I didn't, we came from like a little 900 square foot house. Like it was a tiny little house, you know, don't get me wrong. I had
next
just never
thing.
seen one before. And I was like, oh, like they live there like permanently. Like that's cool. Like that's kind of cool, you know, like they can
And
move
then
it. I don't know.
that
I felt like an idiot. So
that
then
close to Grosse Point. Go ahead.
I start making friends, and most of them end up living in the trailer park because they're just like more friendly, not stuck up, obviously. You know, like the kids that lived in like my subdivision were very like stuck up, you know, and it once again, like I didn't know where I fit in. And you know, like I would make friends in the trailer park, and then it would break my heart because like someone would go to drop me off, for example, at my house, and they see my house and they're like, oh, damn, you're a rich bitch. And I'm just thinking, like, first of all, my parents have money, not me.
Right.
Second of
Most
all,
Tacoma people have money. Just a pocket of them don't.
yeah, it's like, second of all, like, don't look at me like that. Fuck you. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But, and then, so that would be another thing. It's like, and then kids from subdivisions like mine would assume that I lived in the trailer park.
All right. Do you see that
You know what I
chat?
mean?
Marker said to tell you he lived in Beacon Square sub 21 in Romeo Plank.
Oh my God. Oh my. I worked at the CVS there for 4 years. I know that exact subdivision. My godchildren were baptized at St. Thomas. Is that what it's
That's
called? Right on the corner
I
there, St.
I don't
Thomas?
know. I don't know
No,
the
I'm
east
asking
side at all.
Marker. 21 in
Marker,
Romeo and
listen.
Plank. There's a CVS. I worked there. And then next to it, there's a smoker shop. There's a Little Caesars. There is, there's a Lutheran church that my godchildren were baptized right there at 21 and Romeo and Plank. Same subdivision. That's literally less than a mile from where my house was.
That's
That is less
crazy.
than a mile. And it was so boring because in my old neighborhood, I could walk everywhere. Now when I first moved out there to Macomb, like there was nothing. It was like all forests. It's not like it is today where they have, like the outdoor malls and like it's all built up now. When we first
Mhm.
moved out there, it was like forest between the back of our subdivision going all the way to Romeo Plank. And now that's all houses. But we lived between 21 and Hall Road. It's called Windermere Woods, Marker. I'm sure you've heard of it. I went to high school with many people from that subdivision, though. And Beacon, the subdivision that he's referring to, is actually like middle class. So that's technically probably where I would have fit in the most. But that was a little bit farther down, closer to Garfield. So I don't know. I have a memory like an elephant.
And the east side's I don't know it at all. I never ventured out of downriver really.
Like once you're at 21 Mile, I used to always stick by Gratiot because Gratiot's the main road that goes all the way up to like 30 miles. So it's like if I know where Gratiot is, I know where I'm at, because it starts
Right.
getting fucked up with like Hayes and Shaner because they go totally like sideways as you go up the miles. So like when you're at 8 Mile, they're not the same as when you're at 21 Mile. Like 21 Mile, if you're driving west, it's like from Gratiot, you're gonna hit Card, Heidenreich, Romeo Plank, Garfield, Hayes, Shaner, Van Dyke, Ryan, DeQuinder. No, DeQuinder is before Ryan if you're going that way. I don't
Kelly?
know.
What about Kelly? I remember Kelly Road.
Kelly doesn't go up to 21. It stops in my old neighborhood, actually. I think it stops at like 9 Mile. So there is no Kelly at 21. Yeah, that's the Marker. That's the CVS that I worked at for 4 years.
Crazy.
Yep, I babysat Haley. I'm sure Marker, you've seen Eminem's house, right? He's literally their neighbor. Eminem lives in Manchester, which is Hall Road and Heidenreich. Okay, so Hall is like 20 Mile, and
Okay.
Heidenreich and Romeo Plank are next to each other. So he's not far from where Eminem lives, his
What
house in Manchester.
where was the Kmart house that he sold? Where was that located? The Kmart mansion? Remember he had two
I
houses?
I'm not sure. All I know is the one that's in Manchester, and I had friends in there, like the Zaccanini family that lived right next door to them. They would always just tell me and my friends the code so we could get in there. We would steal his garbage. We would literally have like empty pill containers that said Marshall Mathers on them, and
That's
like,
crazy.
we were so fucking weird. And the coolest thing was, Marker can probably vouch for this, that oh, does it go to 15 Mile? It has to discontinue and then start up again because
Hey, Carrie Ann. What'd you
um
finish your story that Marker can vouch?
okay. Well, first of all, I babysat Haley because she was not in the Chippewa Valley School District yet. She was still a little girl. Um, and this is when what's her face? Kim lived in Rivergate. Marker will know where Rivergate is. That's where Kim lives. I went to that house all the time to babysit Haley. And then, like I said, oh, Manchester, like Eminem would have the gates open every Halloween to let anyone come to his house and trick or treat. He would actually be there.
Really?
So of course, me and my girls would get all skanked up and go to Manchester.
Was Nathan Mathers there?
I dated him. No, I didn't date him. I'm sorry, I fucked him.
Oh, you know the Ashley
Yes.
girl he's married to?
No, I don't. But yeah, Nate went to Dakota with me.
Okay. Yeah. I go through
He's
his Instagram sometimes. Him and his wife's name's Ashley, I think. Ashley May, it's called.
I don't know. I didn't know that he was Eminem's brother until after the fact, by the way.
Yeah, he was probably smart and didn't want to let a lot of people know. That would be miserable.
It like when I found out though, like after the fact, I was so like shy. Like I'd never talk to him again. Like I would see him in the hallway and like run.
Nate
I don't know why.
Carrier.
Like it was just weird. Eminem, he could be a dick, man. Like I would see him at like the hoedown, and like he would be like someone would say hi to him, and he'd like flip them off. He's all fucked up, like just flipping them off, like shut up.
Right.
Like, okay, well, he seems to be in a bad mood, so let's just go the fuck over here.
And now he's like a zombie. He don't even go out in the world. Sits in a
Well,
house.
no, once you stop abusing drugs, unfortunately, and you force yourself to live a life
Right.
of sobriety, it is harder to do the things that you normally are used to doing. Like for me, if I had a drink, I could do anything, but that's the problem is then I'm going to wake up in jail.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Because I was
but
going through all their pictures, even like Alana's and Elena's and Haley's and Eminem's, and none of the like family functions at all. Like you don't go. He wasn't even in his brother's wedding or nothing.
he's probably struggling. I mean, I I don't
Plus,
know.
I get it. You probably anywhere you go with, it's gonna ruin like what the family's doing because of all the freaking stalker fans. So he probably
Oh
does
yeah,
it out
and
of
that's the
respect.
worst part is you don't even need to be as famous as Eminem to have fucking stalkers.
Oh, TikTokers and YouTube fans got freaking stars, like fucking Dork Bryce Hall type people.
It's crazy the things that people will remember of you. Like I don't know. I got like a little okay. I had 100. I was almost to 100,000 friends on MySpace, and it scared me, so I just deleted it.
I forgot I had MySpace. That's old. That's like '07, '08 era.
You wouldn't believe how many people still follow me from that though. Like
Remember
someone will find
you
me,
could put a
they're like,
song
"I've
on
been
your page.
following you since MySpace." And like I know a OG when they tell me they've been following me since Face the Jury because most people don't even know that
Ah,
website
I
exists.
remember. You put your
Oh my
friends and
god, are you
people rate
kidding
you.
me?
I know Face
Yes.
the
Are you
Jury. That was
I was
great.
number 1 like all the time. That gave me the biggest ego boost because I had just
Face
had like
the
my second child.
Wow, I totally forgot. That's a blast from the past. Face
Yep,
the
yep.
Jury.
There are a handful of people that have been following me that long. So if an OG says to me like Laura, I've been following you since Face the Jury, I'm like, oh my god, what
And
the
that
fuck
was
are
before
you?
people could Photoshop and shit too, basically, because you were just using cheap fucking digital
Yeah,
cameras.
Face the Jury died because of MySpace, just like MySpace died because of Facebook.
Right, yeah. Face the Jury. Wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
Blast Pass City.
That's where I like got my start, if you will, because I was always number 1. I'm just being honest.
No, I believe it. I had friends that were like in the top 20 at times, so I believe it.
I got hassled horribly by women though. So once MySpace like started getting bigger and as Face the Jury died, I kind of just moved over to MySpace like most other people. And I was just posting like certain lingerie modeling type pictures and whatnot. And I was on there at the beginning when you could only have 20 pictures. Do you remember that on MySpace?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until the movie 300 came out that they let you have 300 pictures, and then it eventually became unlimited. But I was on MySpace since you could only have 20 pictures. So I would strategically make sure they're the best ones. And then it just kind of like took off from there. Like the next thing I know, I have a different proposal from a new man every day. Like, it's just people are asking me if they can eat my hair. It's just, I
Oh
don't know.
my God, what the fuck?
I've
Eat
seen
your
it
hair.
by the time I was 21, I had seen and heard it
Mhm.
all. Like absolutely.
Freaking freaks out there, huh?
Yeah, but then at the same time, like I don't I'm not bothered by the rich ones that still follow me on everything.
Right? Fudge. Take advantage of it.
No, I don't take advantage. I love everyone. I
I
love them
just,
all.
you do what you
Cuz
do.
without them there would be no me.
Right? I hear that. Man, what was I gonna say? When you was close to Gross Point, did you know any of the Tocos in the Zarellis?
Sure
You know
did.
the from the like the mob
Jackaloni.
families? Yeah. She
Mhm.
Billy Jack and
You
Tony Jack.
I have a feeling you already know.
What?
They adopted me.
Oh, did they?
The Jackaloni family, yes.
I think you said something about that before. I was
Mhm.
do you know because I know about that from a dude on YouTube. Do you know Alan Lindbroom, Gunner? He was
Sure.
his grandpa was a Toco. He was Jack Toco's cousin.
A lot of them went to Dakota with me too, the Toko family.
He went to St. Clair Shores, but he
Hmm.
lived in Grosse Pointe with his grandparents. But he does a show about telling old stories from when he was an enforcer with the mafia and stuff.
Yeah, the Zarrilli property is still there in Grosse Pointe. I actually hooked up my ex-husband with a job, a landscaping job there because they paid him really fucking well.
Yeah, that's a big house. I've seen it on you Google.
Yeah, you gotta the aerial view because it's pretty
Hmm.
much blocked off by trees and stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's the one that's
yep,
got like a green roof or a green around the top area. It's like a darker maroonish brown or something. I know
I
what it
can't
is,
even tell you how close I am to some of those families.
right?
Did
I
you ever
remember
hear
you
of the
saying something before.
Provenzano?
The what?
Provenzano. You're forgetting.
Yeah, and Profaki or Profaki, and
The main ones that I grew up with, that I was affiliated with, like my family was affiliated with my whole life, was Giacalone, Zarilli, and Provenzano.
the Palalazzos, or
Mm,
the
I,
Palazzo
I
or
don't,
Palalazzio or something.
I don't know,
Uh,
but there is an attorney with that last name at the law office that I worked at for an internship during college, and
hmm
I think he was part of that family.
the head man now is their son, right? Jackie the Kid, even though he's like
Uh,
73. Didn't his
what
daughter in Vegas, didn't she eat a peanut and get paralyzed, or like she's like on a ventilator? The, not Jack's son, but the other one's son,
you're talking about
Billy's
Jenna?
son. I don't know. She was a model and she ate a peanut, and now she's like on like she's a
Which
vegetable.
family?
This is Jackie, Gia, his son, Billy Jack's son.
Giacalone?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't
Jackie the
know. I don't
Kid.
know. No, no, no. Their first names are Jack and Vito.
Yeah, he goes by Jackie the Kid though, is his mafia name, or that's what
I've
they
I've
refer to
never
him in the
heard of that.
newspapers.
He did a
But
lot of the bookkeep. Okay, I'll shut up.
yeah, he was. Well, it's known on the files he was the street boss. Why when Jack Toko was alive, and after his dad and uncle passed, he moved up to street boss, but he was just a captain before that. That's all
See,
public
I
now.
don't I don't know why I didn't meet the Toko family until I was older. I didn't know about them until I was older. But my childhood, like since I was a kid, Giacalone, Zarrilli, and Provenzano.
Right, that's cool. I watch all kinds of shit. I read up on it a lot. The partnership,
Yep.
Detroit partnership. It was real low key, man. They kept it real low key. They weren't like New York and be like bragging, like I'm in the mafia. They kept it quiet.
Yeah, I mean, but they were connected,
Oh
with
hell
certain
yeah,
bosses in New York,
they were
Chicago,
known as one of
Vegas.
the most strongest ones. Definitely respected.
Mhm. Yep, that's a huge influence on my childhood, believe it or not. I just
Right
can't really
on.
fucking talk about it.
Oh no, not at all. You don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah, Carrie Ann, that's a last name that was tied into the partnership. Public knowledge. Just so I don't get a car bombing. Public knowledge.
No, it's pretty much like I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, I know. It's on a ventilator now. It's not as big and
There's
powerful
too
as it
much
was from the 70s
technology.
and 90s. Yeah, absolutely.
If anything, the feds stole the
Yeah,
Italian
all the
mafia.
rackets. They stole all the rackets from them. Yeah,
They
absolutely.
they stole all their ideas too. The whole the government is operated. It's based on what how the mafia ran things. That's how
Yeah,
all the feds to this day run this
that's the
country,
government. Yeah,
based on shit that they stole
skimming
from the
everyone,
OGs.
shaking down everybody. Absolutely.
Yep, we're a bunch
But
of
yeah,
short, loud, dark-haired, dark-eyed fucks.
yeah. What's the name? He looked real dark. Jack or Gia. Excuse me.
Giacalone. It's
Yeah,
pronounced like Giacalone. Like if you say it Italian, it
yeah.
would be like
Gia Cologne. I always
Giacalone.
call him Gia Cologne. Gia Cologne.
That's funny. Yeah, that's like if you said it in like American or not American,
Right.
in English, it would be like Yeah, like Giacalone. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's like
He's the
Giacalone.
man, though. He was the man.
Yeah, it's very strange to hear you say this because I knew him my whole life.
Yeah, well, if you look him up, there's a shit videos on YouTube and pages and pages on the internet about those guys. So,
What do you think happened to Hoffa?
I don't know. He passed away for after the meeting with your dude. So who knows?
Yeah, do you ever? I think that they got it spot on when they do the video. Do you ever see the movie where the one dude, he's like Mr. Hoffa, and he's all like playing nice, and he brings him his coffee and or whatever, and he's got like a pistol hidden, and then when Hoffa's not paying attention, he's in the backseat of a car, and then he shoots him really quick. Danny DeVito plays. Danny DeVito is my fucking height, and he's playing his bodyguard in this movie. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway, so Danny DeVito, he's all running in slow motion as soon as he sees him pull out the gun, but it's too late. And then that big ass semi truck comes, and immediately, like right as after he's shot, they pull up, the truck opens, they put the car in there and drive off.
Yeah, I heard
Like,
the
yeah,
ones you
that
hear
looks
one
about right. Looks pretty
is
Dago-ish.
the one about he ended up in the Eastern Market in pig slop, like because one of them owned a food distributing thing in the Eastern Market, and they made food for pigs on farms, and he got shredded up and turned into pig slop.
Yeah, in fact, sometimes in New York, some of them actually would mix some of their victims in with the actual meat
Yeah, that's crazy.
because it hides them, it hides them pretty well. Fuck.
I mean, yeah, there's no finding that person. That's how you erase someone for good.
Like, I know I have a dark sense of humor, but I think you can imagine why.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you got a movie life you lived. A real interesting story.
And I've still not opened up about like more than half my life.
Sometimes it's best.
Oh, Secular was in here twice.
He was the first one that popped in for a second.
I'm assuming he's Ollie and Nut Nut.
Probably.
I
Trolls
thought
never
he was.
came in until now. The Ollie person posted, I took bikini pics today.
Yeah, that's not her.
Right, I know.
I didn't see it. By the time I looked at it, it just says she's blocked. I always miss everything.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to chat much either.
Wait, is that really Miss P? Miss
I don't know.
Passion?
I don't know no one really. I don't pay attention. I've never even
I'm
seen
not.
that name before. We'll wait and see what they say.
You know who Miss
Mm.
Passion is, right?
Yeah.
I heard that's her new name or something.
Oh,
I could be
maybe.
wrong though, so I don't know.
Maybe. Oh man, I can't believe this isn't going on 2 hours. What the fuck? Jeez, oh Peach with these names, man.
I don't. Oh my god. Nice. Um,
Peach out.
I basically don't get a break from everything that I'm doing for another 2 hours. God damn, that fucking sucks. Just speaking out loud, sorry.
You're good. This is a free for all. As long as you got a known name and you're not
I was
nutting up or Dixie Normus.
hoping it was at least 7. Like, oh my god, it's only 6.
It's 9 here. I can go to bed here shortly. Thank God. It's 7 deep in here now. Damn. Everyone's bummed out because my title is misleading.
What does it say?
I forget. I just put everyone's name on it that has popular chats.
That's
Maddie
not
and
Miss
blah.
Passion.
No.
Why would she say that? Because that's Janice Dickinson is Terry, and he
Yeah,
was just
I knew
blocked
that.
on Ollie, Nut Nut, Dixie Normus, and yeah, that's probably not really her.
I can't believe
Because
Terry, being a 55-year-old man, acts like he's fucking 20. I don't know. Sometimes I like him, and sometimes he just acts like a fucking just mess.
I don't know what his problem is. He definitely likes drama though, and that's fucking weird. Like, I'm abroad and I can't stand. It's like, dude, I've had a chaotic life. That is the last thing I want. I understand certain people who shall remain anonymous that probably stir things up because they've never been through anything in their life. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. I
Yeah, you
do.
know
I do.
exactly what I'm talking about. But then there's the rest of us that's like, yeah, this isn't fun for everyone. Some of us really have had lives. But I'm glad this is fun for you, you fucking weirdo.
There's some weird ones. Some weird ones.
Yeah. Do you still email your friends?
What's that? No, I don't. Not on here. Not no one associated with this. I don't even do nothing based on YouTube-ish. That was like 2 years ago stuff. I'm nothing like that. I just sit back in the distance and watch every now and then I'll make a comment or two. That's about it.
Oh my god.
Another one in here? Oh, geez.
Oh my god.
At least they're being creative before they get booted.
Wow. Wow.
Fucking weirdos, man. I got to. Unreal. What's
Hold
next?
on a
Bring it
second.
on.
I have to pee really bad and I don't want everyone to hear it.
My bad. I don't know. I was just hitting the button, having fun. This chat's dumb. Some people have way too much time, Carrie. You got that right. I can't stand signing up for an email and whatnot. I have one other YouTube account. That's it. And I put my initials in it. I don't be making fake names. That's so stupid. Oh, fuck. 8 people in here, man. I feel bad by misleading them with the title. I don't talk about people. People, people, people. Dude, what the hell? Weird people, man. Yeah, me too, Carrie. I mean, I can't stand trolls. That's the moment. It's so stupid. But those are the social outcasts. That's how they have their fun. That's how they have their fun. Carrie Ann, you're a trooper. You've always been my homie. Never switched up. Couple homies on YouTube about it. Absolutely unproductive lives. Those bastards. They were on the Quiz Bowl team in high school. Played the tuba. Had
Hey man,
size 44
I played
jeans.
the flute.
That's flute's cool. The tuba's always like the big gumpy person. She's
And
okay too.
I wanted to play the saxophone, but I guess that instrument costs too much.
Like Lisa Simpson. Lisa
I don't
Simpson's
know,
in
but I just
that.
remember my mom saying like, "Now pick the flute or the clarinet or some shit." I'm
Man,
not paying for that shit. Like it's like you're the one who told me to get into band in the first place, and then you don't like the instrument I pick out. Fine.
Hmm. Good old band. I was never in band. Band.
I didn't know that I had heart issues that like I was born with for a long time, to make a long story short. So I would be playing the flute, and I
Mm-hmm.
remember like sometimes I would just be like out of nowhere get so lightheaded I'd have to stop, like the whole band's still going and I'm literally blacking out, and I'm just like trying to catch my breath, like it's like I'm out of breath, and then I lose my vision, and it's like basically it
Oh,
feels like you're gonna
man.
pass out, but
Right.
I would like, breathe through it, and I don't know, that's basically why I eventually stopped playing it though. But I didn't at the time, I didn't know what was wrong with me. It wasn't until I was adult that I started seeing, different specialists, and I eventually saw a cardiologist. Like, oh, I was like dying. That's cool.
Holy smokes. Right. That's crazy. What do we got
Yeah,
going
I have
on?
two biological aunts. I've never met any of these people, but from the paperwork that I have, my biological mom has two of her three or four sisters. No, she had three sisters and a brother, and then two of them died. One died in like their early 30s. I don't know. They died basically by like 45, both of them. Massive heart attacks in their sleep, despite living like healthy lifestyles. It's just genetic.
Right. That's scary.
Yeah, and the weirdest thing is my biological mom she's had like the least problems with it. Like I have more problems with my heart than my biological mom does. And but her mom, who just died in 2019, she took care of her till she died. She was just basically having like stroke after stroke after stroke, and she had like three triple bypass surgeries throughout her life and everything. I'm just like, yeah, no thanks. If that starts happening, like goodbye.
Right.
I don't have time for that. Man, I can't smoke for like another 2 hours.
No.
I'm trying to cut back because my tolerance is too high. This is not helping.
Huh.
Here, hold on. Like, let me show off something too. Hold up.
Yes,
No,
Carrie, I do.
it's not going to be
No,
adults.
you're
No.
good.
Oh my god.
What do you think it is, Carrie? I'm just playing with some Mary Jane. She's my only friend. She's only one.
Hold on.
What's there to be clued in about, Roxy? I don't participate in little kid games.
Okay, how do I turn the flash on this? I don't think I can. Okay, so this is
There you
part
go.
one.
Right, Carrie, I get you. Damn, you do got a fucking mother
This is
load.
nothing. This is only the first cabinet. This is nothing. Cabinet
Nice.
one. Hold on.
Oh,
And like,
good.
I keep telling Tan. Do you know who Tana Mojo is? She's
Yeah?
like kind of famous. I live right by her dad, and I keep telling her like, dude, come and take this fucking alcohol from me and give me some good ass weed, dumb bitch. No, I'm just kidding. She's too famous now. Hold on.
Shut up,
I'm getting my
sexy.
stool. I have to get a stool for this cabinet.
You do your thing.
Yeah, I'm 5 feet tall.
Nice.
You little short dago fuck. Hold on.
All right. Mm. My buds.
Oh, that's not the right cabinet. Okay, hold on. Which one has... There's a lot of stuff in the fridge too, even though no one here drinks. Like my sister, sometimes she'll have like a little fruity drink, but not very often. Oh my gosh. These are all like the minis. Not all
Right.
of them, some of them. Hold on.
Nice. That would have been a good place for me 12 years ago, 15
Right?
years ago, when I was a potty boy. Man, this shit's fucking dank.
You get the point.
Yes,
It's a lot.
nice stash.
It's like random cabinets everywhere.
Behave, secular. Behave. No, I dig it. I like
Yeah,
that.
like I'm down to sell them for like a third of the price, but I don't have an alcohol license or a license to sell alcohol. And I don't know, they cost like $3,000 or something. So,
All right.
well, I have a lot of gifts for the next 10 years. Like,
There you go. That's a perfect idea. Gift that shit.
that's what I've been doing. It's like I go to the store and I buy like wine bag, like gift bags specifically for champagne and wine. I have a ton of different champagne too. The only one that I might try, even though I know this is very fucking debatable or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Moet, you baller. Alizé Moet. Nice. You got enough to film
Moet
a
and
rap.
Sean Don. I'm not sure what the other ones are called.
You can film a rap video with all your shit.
Hold on one second.
Yeah. Man, the people that are in here, I salute you. This is boring and you're sticking around. You guys are the homies. The homies. When's the last time you were at Red Roof Inn, Secular? Is that your spot? Is that your spot, bruh? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The OGs. Damn right, Carrie. You the OGs. The real ones. The real OGs. Boom, 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 boom. Mmm. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, the Red Roof Inn in Dearborn is ghetto as ever. It's a drug motel. I got a lot of greenery here, and I don't smoke either. It's for donations to people. I don't smoke, but I'm supplied. This is strawberry lemonade, outdoor grown, so it's not as dense, but it still packs a punch. And then there's a cherry pie in the cup. Yeah, the Holiday Inn where Thomas stays at or stayed at is hood. He don't ever show it much, but that's a stripper motel from the Silver Cricket across the street. They take the dudes over there after they give them lap dances. And then guys from Inkster set up shop in there and sell dope. And a lot of people live in there because they have cheap weekly rates. No, Tanger? That sucks. He must live down south somewhere. I think Laura went away for a second. She's here, though. Oh, good idea. I could, Carrie.
Hold on, I'm walking on water. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? I walk on water. A reef, a weed reef. Let's do it, kids. Damn, I had too much freaking stuff in this place. Ow. Ow. Hey, that hurts. Stop doing that. Stop it, kids. You're mean. I got you, Tanger. What state you in, brah? I got some. I say since it was grown outdoors, that's about B plus grade.
So my ring just went off. Like someone was at the front door, and there's a bag filled with candy that I did not order. But it's like it says, "Is this a threat?"
What's it say?
It just says for Laura. Hold on. It's like a bunch of candy that I can't even eat because I'm vegan.
Someone digs you.
I'm scared.
Did you pound
I'm
it,
like
Tommy?
paranoid about everything. Like if someone's like, "Oh my god, I want to give you this flower," I'd be like, "What's in it? What's in it?"
In this world today, I don't blame you.
And after everything that I've been through, oh my god.
I love
If
college
any
basketball.
man ever wants to give me flowers, they can just give me the kind that I smoke, because
Right.
that lasts a lot longer.
Right.
Yeah, the most beautiful flowers I've ever received are herbal flowers. So if you want to buy something from my Poshmark, I can just like slip in a little. Oh, you don't drink. Never mind. Never mind. Fuck.
Yeah, that came from Tom. Your candies, according to Dala. Tommy.
Okay, so that means that he's here in Vegas. I would pay money for him to knock on my fucking door. Just kidding. No, he'd have to get through security first. I don't know how the hell like someone even dropped this off. It had to have been like, I don't know. I'm gated.
Someone.
I mean, you
Weird.
have to know the code to get in here after dark. So
Maybe it's a neighbor.
I don't know. I would have to replay my ring
Maybe
when
it's a
I get off here.
misdelivery. Wrong house.
I mean, how many Lauras are around here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a couple.
It's like, this is just late from Halloween.
Message
I
from
have no
Thomas Reed.
idea.
Message from Thomas Reed. I got you candy.
Comments
Oh,
32 that I haven't seen yet.
where in here?
Laura is nuts. That's usually something that a stupid person says. Seriously. Secular, are you upset that your IQ is 55?
Poor
Probably.
Seth.
I do pity him. Like, if I were a grown man and I saw someone like half my age, half my height, half my size, and like 80 million times more intelligent, then yeah, I'd probably hate that bitch. Like, if I were you, I would hate me too. I get it. I get it. Hey, Carrie Ann. Red Roof Inn. Who the hell goes to a Red Roof Inn? You'd have to pay me to go to one of those. I'm sorry. Like, no, thank you. I'm just now seeing that comment. Like, Not trying to be rude. No offense to anyone that stays at a Red Roof Inn. I don't even think we have one here in Vegas. I would just kind of prefer like a presidential suite on the Strip. Just a little different than most people, I guess. Hi, Tanger. I don't know if it's Tanger or Tanger. It just reminds me of a tangerine. Yeah, I don't stay at motels. I'm not trying to get bed bugs or anything. So I'm not like trying to diss a place like Red
No,
Roof
that's
or
what they
Super
are
8.
though. They're
It's
freaking
just,
hooker hotels and living where like people that don't have a house live week by week. That's what motels are.
I am terrified of like bed bugs or something like that. Whatever, dude. I've been through a lot, but that still doesn't mean that I'm going to force myself to keep going through more.
Yeah, I feel you.
I never made a wreath before. I don't know if Carrie Ann was asking me. Oh, no, she wasn't. Sorry. But it's funny that I see this comment though, because for the very first time, I was actually thinking about making my very first wreath. And I was like, damn, I'm getting old.
Samantha Tanger, like a tangerine. Getting old. When that means I'm getting older if you're getting old. So don't get old.
I'm young as fuck.
But yeah. 30 what? 30
I have Ring. I'm not gonna rewatch it right now though. Tanger.
4 stars
Yeah,
and
no,
up.
I can't eat it
Yeah.
anyway. $10 Tommy. I'm vegan and it's all like milk chocolate and shit.
Ew, right.
I need to
Yeah,
lose 87 pounds.
87. You can't be have enough weight to lose that
I
much.
want
That's
to
a
weigh
lot.
12 pounds. I'm just
No,
kidding.
so you only weigh you're have healthy 99 pounds.
Maybe. I'm only 5 feet tall,
Right.
so that's normal. I'm not underweight or anything.
Yeah, use Whittle.
I have a fat ass.
That's what it takes. That's the place.
My whole life, that's another thing, going to St. Joan of Arc, like I was made fun of like ruthlessly because I was too skinny, too short, too small, too
What?
like
That's
just
not
little. And I was a late bloomer. Like, I'm sorry if this is TMI, but I didn't get my period until I was in high school. So I didn't start, yeah. So I didn't start developing until after I started high school. Like, you literally look at my 9th grade picture, I have like mosquito bites. 10th grade, I'm about a B. And then by 11th grade, it's like, ba-boom. And
Bob, boom, there you go.
yeah, like it's almost like overnight my nicknames went from chalkboard chest to top heavy and scrawny. They went from scrawny to ghetto booty and dangerous curves. That was my main nickname in high school, was dangerous curves, after being made fun of for being too skinny and short my whole fucking life. I was like, that's right, bitch, I got some hips now.
There you go.
It was like revenge that I didn't even know I needed. I was like, oh, this is considered attractive? Cool. You know, like the first time someone told me I had a nice ass, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know, like I was probably like 13 and I was like, okay, what? Like I poop out of that. Why? What? I didn't know that that was a thing. Like I always knew, you know, guys like tits, but I didn't know about like the ass and hips thing. So I was so confused whenever someone's like, you have perfect hips or damn, you have a nice ass. At the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you are so weird. Then I got older, started masturbating.
Oh, jeez. You're gonna make these guests freaking go wild.
You want to hear a true story? My first boyfriend, he wanted to like have phone sex, but I was so awkward about this and I felt so stupid, like I couldn't do it. And it was perfect. It worked out in the sense that he told me, he's like, no, please just like start playing with yourself. And I had literally
Oh my
just
god.
painted my nails. Like my nails were not even dry. So in my head, I'm like, fucking perfect. I'm like, I just painted my nails. And he's like,
That's crazy.
oh, yeah. I was terrified
You're a wild one.
because I was scared.
Yeah.
No, I was like a late bloomer. So like I'm in ninth grade. All these bitches are talking about like vibrators and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I still wasn't even like attracted to anyone. I thought like there was just something wrong with me. I mean, like, yeah, there is, but like something else, like maybe I'm not attracted to anyone, but I didn't realize it would take me going through puberty. And then I'm like, oh, now I get the whole like attraction thing. Like, I get it. Do you want me to stop talking?
Oh, you're keeping my chat moving. You're fine. I'm boring lame. I'm not just upset at all. I was gonna say
One time
frustrated.
I commented on your, this was like a year ago, but I told you, I was like, if you ever, I said something like, you can look up all of my exes on Otis, and you didn't respond. So I thought
Oh,
like I scared you.
no, I probably must just looked over it on. I don't. I look through Otis sometimes. It's fun.
Yeah, like, let's see how my old friends are doing.
Sometimes, yeah, I could have. They're
Yeah,
out
it's
now.
fucked up. It's fucked
There's
up.
a
Did
handful that were on there though
you ever
throughout
hear
the
of
years.
Andy Ross?
No, I don't think.
Okay, well, he went to Dakota. He was in my grade, literally was sat like 2 seats down from me in fucking choir. Like, this is a choir kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there weren't many. There were maybe up to 4 males in that whole class of like 75 kids. And he was a choir boy, and this was the very end of our senior year. It was like either April or May. I would have to get on the internet and look it up myself, but the next thing I know, like I'm sitting there, we're literally like me and my girls are like having like a party because we're about to graduate, like not like a huge one, we're just like a get together, like no more than 20 people. And we're just like, and the news is on, and we're all just, like passing around a blunt, whatever, taking a couple sips of
Mm-hmm.
alcohol, whatever, because, yay, we're
Yeah.
17, we're about to graduate, we're so cool. And then all of a sudden on the news, like the biggest buzzkill, it's like triple homicide in Macomb Township or whatever. And we all just like go silent. Long story short, turns out his name is Andrew Ross. You can look him up on Otis. That is the kid that was in my choir class. He stopped taking his Zoloft, and one day like stole his dad's gun and just shot his mom, shot his dad and his brother.
Gee, that's so evil, man.
It
God.
was right before we were graduating too. It was like, what the like, I don't know. No one would have ever guessed that. Even looking at his picture, like when I do randomly like look him up on Otis, he's got so many tattoos now. Like he's bald. Like he just does not look like the same person at all. And I understand. Like, yeah, prison changes people. Obviously, like Tupac's infamous. No, prison didn't make me better. It made me worse.
Right. You learn all kinds of
um,
street trades in prison.
Yeah, and then I have another really fucked up story, something that happened in 2006. One of my best friends from Dakota High School. Okay, so the same trailer park that I was telling you about earlier, it was called Chateau at the time. If Marker's still in here, I'm sure he would know about both of these stories. But I had no idea he was from that area. That's absolutely nuts. But anyway, so this was 2006, I believe, February 2006. I remember I don't know. I'll just tell you what happened. Basically, it's really
Go
fucked
ahead.
up. But this is another person doing life in prison. It's not my best friend from high school, but her older sister. Like basically, she kind of like went crazy. Like I don't know. Basically, she had two little girls. They were like 9 and 5, I want to say, and they had like 3 dogs and a pet mouse. And she killed all of them and put them all in a pile.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And she was actually one of my sister's managers at McDonald's once upon a time. And my sister like was really fucked up over this because she was actually kind of close to her. And like those little girls would bring my sister like letters and draw pictures for her and stuff. She was a lot closer to her than I was. I was friends with the other sister, like a different sister.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so that was pretty fucked up. And then not too much later, their mother committed suicide.
That's wild. You just got story after story after story, huh?
Oh, if you really want me to go into
No,
2006,
we'll save it for next time, but that's
okay.
I like that. And it's good entertainment when I can't run a chat when I'm boring. But yeah, I like it. No, don't bet NBA, Tommy. That's the most rigged sport ever. I hate NBA bets. Damn, we already
The
got
only
2 hours.
time I gave a shit about basketball was when the Pistons won in 2004.
Yeah, that was fun times. They've been miserable ever since.
Yeah, I've never had faith in the Lions or Tigers for obvious reasons.
Tigers had 2 good seasons, about 3 good seasons in
Only
the 2000s.
only a Michigander is going to defend the Lions and the Tigers. I'm sorry, but it's just true.
Well, Tigers did a little bit in the 2000s, but the Lions haven't done anything since '91. They won 1 playoff game. That's pitiful.
I mean, Detroit has the Red Wings, in my opinion, that makes up for it all.
They were they had a good
I
run. They're starting to
I
get
remember
better.
getting Stanley back to back 96 and 97, or was it 97 and 98?
Oh, 90, yeah, they no 96, 97 because
Yep.
they lost in '95. They got swept by the Devils.
Coincidentally, I didn't start giving a shit about hockey until like 96. So like it was perfect for me. I'll never forget, me and my friend Jessica, when they won the Stanley Cup the second year, we both like jumped up on the couch to cheer and the couch like flipped back. Good
Yeah,
times.
I was into it back then. I don't watch hockey no more. I don't know
No,
why
I
I
mean,
lost
I don't watch
interest.
any sports anymore. I don't have time. Like, I don't know. Like something has to really keep my interest. I'm so picky even with movies. Like most horror movies don't even scare me. It's just like, are you joking? Like I have to watch something
Yeah.
that's like more of like a psychological thriller, like something that pokes at your brain and makes you think, like with a plot, like a whole ending that's fucked up, like basically like The Sixth Sense or like I like movies like that, if that makes sense. Like where it's not like you're scared
hmm
of like monsters or like some type of like fake creature. It's like real ass shit. Like stuff that's based on true stories like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even though that's not what Ed Gein actually did. It's loosely based off of how he would use their
Right.
skin and
I
shit.
just like the setting. That house and on the farmland is creepy.
Yeah, just the whole concept of being like off the grid and it is scary to me. That's why it's like House of Wax is the same thing. The Hills Have Eyes,
Yeah,
Wrong Turn. Those are all movies that like scare the shit out of me because in my opinion it's realistic. That's more
House of a
realistic than
Thousand
like
Corpses,
I haven't seen that in
Devil's
so
Reject.
long. I haven't seen that in a long time. Like I'm trying to like even the Saw movies, it's like they're okay, but they're just like if a horror movie means like a bunch of blood, it's like that's not fun enough for me. I'm just
Right.
like this is retarded. Like no, I can't. You got to stimulate my brain constantly.
Stimulate the
Like
brain.
just watching someone saw through a body for 5 minutes is not going to stimulate my brain. It's like okay, I got the picture the first 30 seconds. Like this is boring.
Huh, I hear you.
Oh, or there's a movie called Orphan. It's a horror slash thriller. I highly recommend it, especially right now because it is free here on YouTube. I watched it twice already.
Oh shit. Nice.
It's based on a true story, which is another thing that I like the Amityville Horror, which was also based on a true story. So I like that one
Right.
too. But Orphan, basically, they adopt what they think is a little girl, and it's based on a true story. She has that. What is Andy Michaela? I can't even say his name. The disorder, the hormonal disorder that you're born with, where basically no matter how old you get, you still look like a kid.
Yeah, there's a lot of not a lot, but there's a handful of people
Yeah, well,
from
so they
Hollywood like
adopt a
that.
little girl with that disorder, and she ends up being the biggest fucking psychopath. And she will remind you of someone, and that's all I have to say.
Ah, yeah.
Watch that movie. Oh my God, that person that you and I are both thinking of right now will come to your head for every fucking scene.
That's scary.
Just basically, the mom is the only one that knows what's going on the whole time, and like she's so good at covering her tracks, so everyone else thinks the mom's just crazy and shit like that, and the mom's trying to tell everyone, and they're like, they think she's like drinking again and all this shit. It's frustrating, but it's a good movie. And just the way
Sounds
she manipulates the little kids, like they
right.
show this in the trailer, like this isn't a spoiler, but just the point, like I'll just give you one line really quick. The way she's like, she tells this little girl, she's like, she's like, after she tricked the little girl into helping her kill someone, they're in the treehouse, and the main character, like the orphan Esther or whatever, she's supposed to be from Russia. She's like, I had to kill her. She was going to tell on me. You're not going to tell on me, are you? Like,
Wow,
just
that's creepy.
yeah, this little girl, she was like 12 when she filmed this. She ate that roll up and didn't leave a single crumb. Oh my God, is she a phenomenal actress? But then again, with when you have child actors, like there are usually more psychological disorders. So people always ask, like, well, why hasn't she been in more? It's like, well, she probably had to, like, take a break from that role.
Right. That sounds good though. I might look into that one.
Yeah, it's free. It came out in 2009, and I didn't see it until 2014, and then I hadn't seen it since then. Watching it on here, I forgot how fucking good it is.
Wow.
Like, I watched it twice, and there's still parts, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't catch that the first time.
I'm jotting that one down. I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Orphan. But no, she's not really an orphan, so it's not about me.
Right, that's a good idea though. The person that thought of that plot line, a freaking adult, or yeah, that's good.
It's a good movie, and I can't think of her name, but I really like the actress. She's also in The Conjuring, The Departed, pretty much any movie with just one word. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I can't think of her name. I feel like a bitch, but she plays the mother in the movie Orphan, and I think she's a really good actress.
Nice. Damn, we got this thing going 2 hours 20 minutes.
And then the little boy from Amityville Horror. Well, there are actually two sons in that movie. The younger brother from Amityville Horror plays the brother in
Mhm.
Orphan.
Okay, I'm not a big movie guy, but I was, so I
I'm
can.
really not either. It's like, so if I'm talking about movies, then they're probably good.
I don't
Like
question that.
Martin Scorsese, probably my favorite producer, because I fucking love Goodfellas, I fucking love Casino, and I fucking love The Departed.
Yeah,
Those are all really good movies. Gone Baby Gone was directed by what's his face? Affleck, not Ben, Casey. And that's
yeah.
a really good movie. He's a really good producer. I was surprised by that. That's another 2007 movie. My dad, my adoptive father, he worked for Comcast forever. I don't know if you know that, but like he's like a huge movie buff. Like he's always watching a movie. So like sometimes like I just walk, all I would have to do is walk in the living room to like start watching something and get into it right with him. And
Hmm.
I don't know, he had me watching like Stand By Me with him when I was like 4. It's not that bad of a movie, like the dead kid at the end kind of creeped me out when I was
Right.
little, but um I don't like, my mom would always be like really protective. She'd come home from wherever, she's like, "What the fuck is on the TV? What are you watching?"
Yeah, I
But
was
yeah, he worked
watching.
for Comcast. So this is funny. I didn't know that normal people had to wait for it, pay for pay-per-view,
Yeah, he had that
because
little trick. He knew the thing on the box in the back or whatever.
no, you just at our house, you literally just go to it as if you have to pay for it. Even if it says 14.99, click on it, boom, it's there. Like that's
That's
just what I was
awesome.
used to my whole life. And then
That's a
we
good
got to try
deal.
out like the on-demand box before it was even like released. So
Right.
like I was like using DVR before anyone even knew what that was. And then like I don't know, like looking back, I should have been more grateful, but I didn't realize what I had. It's not until you're an adult that you're like, damn, I didn't realize how much shit I was getting for free. Like we didn't have to pay obviously cable or pay-per-view on demand. None of that. We had every channel. And in the 90s, that was considered outrageous to have like over 100 channels.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Okay.
my dad would hook up our neighbors though, like they would want him to like record a fight or something like that. So he would put in a VHS tape and record like a wrestling fight, for example. I'm like, there you go, you're welcome.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's good stuff, man. Let's see. I'm getting ready to
I
take
can't
a.
count how many times I've been asked throughout my childhood, can your dad get me free cable?
I bet. I can only imagine. The
Like they
cable
see his
man.
Comcast truck in the driveway. They're like, yo, who Comcast is here? Or like, oh, who works for Comcast? Like, no, that's not how it works. Just stop.
Man, what are you about to do? You going to YouTube it the rest of the night?
If anything, I probably should listen to music at this point. I need music every so and then. Like it helps my dopamine.
I'm about to try to get tired. Yeah, Laura would be an awesome radio host. She carried this whole chat live.
I've been told that before, but my own voice annoys me.
Well, it's you like you're quick and witty, and you don't like pause in between. You're good. You would be perfect on her radio, like you said.
I would just mostly be annoyed. Like I wouldn't
Thanks,
be able
Jeff.
to listen to it. No, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be able to listen to it back
All
because
right.
I can't
That's the
stand my
same
own
as
voice.
like watching yourself on videos. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
cringy.
yeah, I can't. I can't. Like half the time, even the shit that I post to my OnlyFans, I can't watch.
All right. What up, Tommy? I was
I
gonna
also
hang
have a
out for a few more
Poshmark
minutes.
and an eBay. Since Christmas is coming up, I give really good fucking deals and I hook
There you
everyone the
go.
fuck up, especially if you use my Poshmark.
Hit her up. What up, Tom Dog?
What's up? What's up? What is Poshmark? I've never heard of that.
It's more like female, but I do have a lot of like dude stuff on there, if you will. Like my my eBay is more veered towards men and Poshmark is women. But hey, I'm sure y'all got some broads you got to buy some shit for, so you can get up on my Poshmark, get some cheap ass Victoria's Secret or like Victoria's Secret for cheap, I should say.
I got a few hoes on the Av I need to get some stuff for.
Fuck yeah, you do. You're the Av
I'll
captain.
flip in some Grey Goose if you want. I spoil the fuck out of my customers. I'm not even kidding. Because Poshmark is the coolest in the sense that they have some type of like business or whatever, like with USPS. So your shipping is going to be a flat rate of $10, and I can use any priority mailbox, which means I can use the $30 box, despite the fact that the customer paid $10 in shipping, and that still is fine.
Fuck yeah, let's get the fucking strip lit up in
So
Michigan
like if
Avenue.
someone buys something from me, I fill that box with like extra gifts and like just random things that I can afford to give away. Like I spoil the fuck out of my customers. Prove me
Yeah,
wrong.
man.
Buy something from me.
Sec
I
fills
want to
boxes too.
I want to send a dildo to West Branch, Michigan for Christmas.
That's a waste of money. Shipping is so expensive. But if you want to go to my eBay, I do have a pocket. It's like a not a pocket pussy, but like what do you call them? It's like a disposable pocket pussy. It's like a called an Easy Beat egg. I have a cock ring that vibrates. It's the last. They're the
Jesus.
last ones. Last ones.
There you go, Sec. Go buy a cock ring, bro.
Yeah. There's condoms, fantasy, one, lifestyle. There's Playboy cards, like OG Playboy collectors items from like the 1900s. No, I'm just kidding.
Drop the link in the chat. I'm gonna check it
I
out.
I have to have
I
a
might
wrench
order
or
some shit up
something.
for Sec.
Shoot, I'll type it in. And what is the link?
Yeah, he thinks that. Here, I'll type it in the private.
Okay.
What's the deal with these chats if you're not talking about Maddie and Jarryl that
I don't know. I
wants
just
to
put it
come
up
in?
there just to run a test. I wanted to see if people would come in, and it went from like 2
Yeah,
people to
it's just
max
funny.
7.
It's clickbait.
That's what I'm saying. All these people are acting like they're trying to help people out, and all they're trying to
Oh
do is
yeah,
make
those
money on
they're the
YouTube.
worst. They're so cringy. I hate them.
They say stupid people talk about other people, and smart people talk about what's going on in the world.
I hear
Just
that.
let the poor girl alone, man. She ain't gonna listen to
Yeah,
none of you
exactly. It's none of their
fucks.
business, you know? That's how I feel too,
Yeah,
bro.
nobody is going to be helping her with their words for sure. Like
Right.
she's going to do what she wants to do. And everyone thinks that like Jarryl has some kind of control over her. They are so retarded. Like I'm sorry.
I felt sorry for the lady that got fleeced for a band, but then I see she's donating to Shady Sharon now. What the fuck's that all about? I mean, this shit is off the hook with this YouTube, man, giving people money and shit. Just the money shit, you know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. I'm glad college hoops started up, Michigan
Yeah,
made.
me
So I
too.
don't.
There's Laura's links. Yeah, I love college basketball gambling, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dude, I took fucking DePaul tonight, dude. They're of all well, they're playing Rutgers, but it was 33-29 at half. We'll see what happens.
That's the great thing about college basketball. There's hundreds of games every night to bet on.
Oh man, you know what? I took a year off because of that COVID. I didn't trust COVID, dude. Too many guys were going down. I mean, all sports.
Yeah, that's a great
So
time to rig it.
yeah, no shit. So I didn't even bet at all last year because of that. I mean, college hoops was ridiculous,
Now
man.
you're back
And I
and it's got you again, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I love it though because I like watching the games too. I
Oh, it
mean,
makes it way better to watch if you got money on it.
Our avatars make it look like I'm getting gang banged.
Ah, right? You in the middle,
that's hot.
right?
I'm so sorry.
Hey, I saw Laura. You were on someone's chat one night and you asked for everybody's age, and you must have been fucking around. You said you were 60. You were joking, obviously, right?
Oh, I'm actually 67.
Shut up. How old are you?
Guess.
Probably 40s.
Ew. You
No,
bitch.
she ain't
Oh,
80.
younger?
Yeah, she's at a
What
good
the
age.
fuck?
Hmm.
She's at a hot age, actually.
Actually, listening to you talk about Red Wings and shit, actually, yeah, I should have known better. You're in your 30s.
Three-way
Mhm.
35 all day. Hey.
So you were
I
just
won't
fucking
be.
around when you said 60.
No, I won't be in my 40s for another 4 years, but I don't date men under 40. Although by the time I get to 40, that'll probably increase.
Right.
If I live that long, I don't think I will, mark my words.
You should. Don't think that way.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize your pic. Is that your picture? I'm assuming in the avatar. I had never really seen your picture. That's why I guess. But yeah, you're in your
Yeah,
30s.
that's that 40-year-old woman.
Oh shit! I'll never hear the end of this now.
Do I really look 40?
No. I wasn't even looking at the avatar. I don't think I've ever seen your picture. Because you always change it up, don't you? You usually got something different every time I see you in a chat somewhere.
Just because I have a high IQ. No, I'm just kidding. Should I like to start talking like a bimbo and stuff?
No, you're golden how you do.
I want everyone to like think I'm 12 and junk.
That's power of YouTube. That's why people love it. They can be whoever they want to be behind a keyboard.
I'm going to go crochet something. I don't know what girls do. Sorry. I made my Barbies fuck. Like I was not a normal
Ooh,
child.
you got. You're
I would have
wild,
like
man.
a whole scene. I would have like having my Barbies do a fucking porno. Domino's is here.
You're
Wait,
wild,
you
man.
you went to
Dominoes.
Catholic school too, right?
Yeah, she's
Yes,
a
and I
Catholic
think
schoolgirl.
I think it made it worse because it's just like you're raised so strict. Like there's things that like you don't even think of that like you could technically do, but you're not thinking of that because you're so like brainwashed into like, man, they put the fear of Christ in you, let me tell you. So then by the time, I go to a public school for high school, I turn 18, and I feel like I kind of just like went crazy. Like especially once I turned 19 and one of my good friends dragged me to Canada, Windsor, to get drunk legally, and that's when I started having a problem because I got like I didn't. This is the funny part is I didn't want to go. I was like, no, please. That's the last thing I want to do is leave the house. She's like, sit down. I'm gonna do your hair. I'm gonna do your makeup. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I was like, whatever, you know. And then I get there, and she's like, here, have a shot. I'm like, whatever, you know. And then the next thing I know, I'm like on the floor, like, woo! You know, like the next thing I know, like she's trying to pull me out of the bar, like, Laura, we need to go home.
Wait, what high school did you go
Fuck
to?
you, bitch! I'm staying here. Why'd you bring?
What high school? What you go to Catholic high school? Or
No,
earlier?
I got a break for. I went to Dakota, Chippewa
Oh,
Valley School District.
I
Or
gotcha.
Michigan high school.
You're a east side.
Yeah, everyone else is from West Side. I know. I'm from the jungle. I know.
Yeah, they say it's a
Freaking
big difference between the east side and the west side.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's busy over there. Way
it's
more
tremendous.
busy than the downriver. Way more busy.
I literally moved to Detroit when I was after I emancipated myself because I wanted to be able to like drink without getting in trouble or getting carded. You know, I wanted to smoke weed. Priorities, but I finished high school and I whatever.
I can't stand the east side traffic. It's a whole different world on like Van Dyke and Ryan and Mound. Those roads are crazy.
7 Mile and Ryan, Persing High School, the Doughboys.
Fuck yeah.
I've driven
That's
by there a few times when I'm over there working, man. It's when they're getting out of school and shit. It's not. I mean, that school.
that's the
They used to
trenches,
be.
man.
Yeah, it used to be a huge school, but I think that
Dude,
it's like
more than half the Detroit high schools are closed now.
Oh yeah, the only big ones left are Cass Tech. You ever been to Cass Tech down there by downtown?
Yeah,
My mom
I
went
watch
there.
football games, but yeah, there's Cass Tech, King, Cody still around, Central.
I'd go to high school at Cass Tech. That's a cool ass school right in the shadow of downtown. Like you see the
Yeah,
casinos and shit.
like when
That's
the
where my
football
mom
field
went.
down there.
Your mom
Yeah,
went to Cass Tech?
Yes, my dad went to a Catholic school in Detroit. They both were born and raised in Detroit. I forget what the high school he went to. I think maybe Sacred Heart. He went to a Catholic high school, but my mom went to Cass Tech, and she also went to Wayne State University.
Right. Yeah, Cass
Wayne
Tech
State School
football.
now, Midtown. That's where they really built that up down there.
I was just through there today after work. I went for a ride. It's like beautiful. I couldn't believe how it changed in a couple of years.
You don't
I'll
even
never
feel like you're in
forget.
Detroit.
Sorry.
Right. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
One time my mom, like I don't know, we went downtown somewhere and she's like, oh, while we're down here, I want to go by my old house, you know, and like, I'll just never forget. As we're turning down her street, she's just less and less excited because it's like a street with maybe like 2 houses left. And as she's just slowly driving and just like staring like at the road as she slowly drives, and then she just like kind of pulls over and then like puts the car in park and just starts crying, and she just keeps saying like, it's gone, like her house was gone. Anyone from Detroit knows what I mean, but like if I tell that to anyone else, they're like, what do you mean it's gone? Like it's Detroit, it's like a field.
Yep, that's pretty much what I've seen. I was actually just in Flint. I've been working in Flint quite a bit, and it's the same way. It's like some of these streets in Flint. They used to. I mean, there may be one out of every 4 houses is still standing. One of them's burnt down. One of them's boarded up, and then you got an open field all over the place. It's wild.
I've only been to Flint once, and it was to be a ring girl, and I got blackout drunk.
You had the most interesting life ever growing up.
No, seriously, like I was so fucking drunk, and I had all these dudes coming up to me at the after party.
Right.
That are like you're my favorite ring girl. Because I would get up there, instead of just holding the sign and moving on, I'd hold it on, like do this like booty shake thing, and then go to the next one.
Hell yeah. Definitely know how to entertain. Yeah. See, he's like, you know how to entertain, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I've been an entertainer my whole damn life because I was put in everything that you can imagine by the time I was like 3 or 4.
Right. What
And
for y'all?
you're in Vegas now. Are you an entertainer out in Vegas? Is that you? You're in Vegas, right, Laura?
Yeah, but since the pandemic, I haven't, like, the AVN awards are all virtual now and stuff like that. So I don't know. I can go online just like I do anyway. It's just not the same. But like, yeah, the first 2 years I was here, I went to the AVN awards. It was all normal.
Are those like porn awards?
Adult, yeah, yeah.
Adult entertainer. I'm sorry, adult entertainer. You got some
Yeah, no,
videos
you can call
online?
it whatever you want. I don't care. Like, I don't really do anything hardcore. So, like, when people like say, like, "Oh, don't you do porn?" I just turn it into a joke. Like, yeah, here's my porn, and then I just post like my OnlyFans or whatever. Like, if that's what you want to call it, sure. I don't care.
But you got any videos like on X videos or Pornhub or anything?
Both. Well, not Pornhub. No, I pulled all my shit from Pornhub because OnlyFans exists now. A lot of people have done that. I'm not the only one. I
You
still have an account.
you make a lot more money on OnlyFans. Is that why?
Well, yeah, I'm not signed with like Brazzers or whatever. So like you only get paid on like Pornhub if you're signed with like Vivid or Brazzers or like, one of the, like a Lana Rhodes, Riley Reid type thing.
Oh, I see. I see. I just
So
noticed that
I've
some of those girls have a lot of, I don't know if it's subscribers or views or whatever. I was just curious how they got paid on there, if it's like YouTube or how that shit
Well,
works.
they're signed with companies, so then they get a cut of what the company makes. And basically, I mean, you have to do a lot though. I feel bad because like I don't know, like I've watched a lot of Lana's interviews, and like she talks about that one, I don't know if you know the really messed up scene she had to do, and like how it's traumatized her, and she has to pretty much go to therapy for the rest of her life, and that's why she retired as soon as she did. And then Riley Reid retired and everything, and I mean they're on Blacked and everything. Like, I'm sorry, like if this is TMI, but I am a very small girl, okay? I don't know how to explain this, but basically I am the size of a child with the exception of certain lady lumps and humps and whatnot. But that's still, my hands are still very small, my feet are very small, certain things are smaller than most girls. So like I'm not turned on by the guy that's like, yeah, I have this big 9-inch dick. I'm like, like that. Okay, well, my cervix doesn't want that.
Ah, right. Hell yeah.
No BBC for Laura.
And this is probably so fucked up, but like I would like get to a point where I would like meet someone, like a guy, and like they would like have like a 6-inch dick. I'm like, fucking score. Fucking score.
Yeah, you like it at 6, huh?
I don't know. Just more average would be nice, not big.
Right.
Is that why you never got with Tom Reed? Because he was always bragging about his 9-inch cock?
I've never heard that, and that's really gross.
Anyone that brags
Like,
about it, they're freaking tiny, so it's not like
lying.
it might fit your style.
You
Tom
can't
Reed
tell
Ew!
me.
No, I mean, like, I like older men, but there has to be something about them more than just being
He
older.
has brought
Like,
up he's
he
mentioned his
reminds me
big
of like
dong a few times.
he reminds me of my dad sometimes. Like, even the way he says things sometimes, to
That'll
the point
probably
that
turn him on.
ew, no. He's the same age as my adoptive parents. Like,
You ever
he
heard him? He
says
loves porno. He's a porn addict.
he's not. He says that I'm not his type because he doesn't like big tits or a big ass. So it's like,
What the fuck
oh,
does
so
he
your
like
type
then?
are minors? Like, there's a word for that.
Oh God,
No,
no, that's what he meant. Oh shit.
I don't know, but I can't help but question any man that claims to be straight but doesn't like breasts or butts.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah, like that's, I don't know. Don't know.
No,
Because I'm like, I had a lift and which makes my boobs look bigger, but like they're natural. It's a lift that I had done.
Good.
Because
Stay
you're
mad.
fed and they were like deflated. So I can't tell you how many people, well, there wasn't a lot, but I would get messages from guys like, I liked your boobs smaller. I'm unsubscribing. Like shit like that.
Well, giant boobs aren't good, but
I don't have that.
right. I'm just saying, some girls want like huge boobs. I don't get it.
I have the D just like everyone else. I'm just kidding. That didn't make sense. I'm sorry. See, this is what happens when I go this long without smoking weed. Like I can't even fucking think straight.
Yeah, we're almost done here.
I still have another hour, whether you guys are done or not.
No, this is only going almost on 3 hours. This is crazy long.
oh
I have
shit,
been
yeah.
productive
For a
as
minute.
shit today.
The first hour was just Laura and I just nothing, and then boom, here's 3 hours later.
I wanted to spice up your life.
You
Spice
took
girl.
it up. You got Sack excited. And,
Oh, did I? I haven't been looking at the chat.
no, I don't know.
Nice.
He's always is. He's a wild one. The king of Michigan Avenue.
I'm very shy. No, I'm
Second
not.
awesome,
I'm in my 40s. I was born in 1975. I'm 46.
So now, no wait, you would be 46 if you were born in 75. Is that right? Yeah.
So
Are
what
you
if I was
really?
born in 85?
You'd be 36. You're trying
Same
to trick me
age.
up.
I'm the age of Marilyn Monroe when she died.
Hey, I had never seen a picture of you until now. I was going off. I swear to God, you were in a chat one night and said you were 60. So I'm like,
Oh,
she's
I
probably.
believe it. I believe I said I would say, unless it was a clone of me or some shit. It still is something that I would say. It's probably easy to clone me because I say dumb shit all the time. Like I entertain myself, and I'm Laura. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain myself. Just hi, my name's Laura.
It was people that
Have
catch
we
on
met?
quick, man. It's hard to match your wit and your quick responses and your proper grammar. Not many people on YouTube have that.
It's hard to fit in with anyone. And then I feel terrible for my kids because it's the same thing with them. You know, like, oh, all my friends are teachers because I can actually have a conversation with them. You know, like it's a very polite way of saying that your fellow students are fucking retarded, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then teachers hated me too because I would correct them too. Only when they're wrong, though.
I couldn't imagine being a teacher nowadays with dealing with all the shit these kids are into.
Generation Z's a mess.
Yeah, my kids don't fit in with any of their generations. I have kids from like 3 different generations. I'm a whore. I'm just kidding.
Say what?
3 kids is common.
No, from 3 generations. I have more than 3 kids.
Oh, well, still, you're good.
I think he meant to say 3 baby daddies is common.
That is too, actually, nowadays.
That's very common.
First Jenner.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner?
Well, that's one of her baby daddies. And then Robert Kardashian Sr. and then Alexander Roldan. That's Khloe's biological dad.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why
they look like twins.
They look different before surgery, the 2 sisters and Khloe.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one they
you,
say
it's
is
so
the one they say
obvious.
is
It's
OJ's
so
kid. The one is
no,
OJ's
no,
kid.
no. Her father, her middle name's even Alexandra. Her father is Alexander Roldan, and Robert Sr. actually knew that that was not his biological daughter, but he still gave her the Kardashian name and raised her as his own. But he knew that it wasn't his. They were both having an affair at that time.
Wow.
Whatever happened to Robert Jr., the brother? He like just fell off the planet of the earth, didn't
He's
he? Pretty
been
much.
struggling with drugs. He has no. He's got a little girl with that Black China. I think she goes by still.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
her name's Dream. We were just talking about like how creative the names are. Courtney. Well, Courtney's names aren't that like okay. Go. Let's go oldest to youngest. Courtney's got Mason, Penelope, and then Rain spelled Reign. Like fuck, that might be a different one. Shit. Hold
His
on.
reign was 10 years long.
I'm just
Um,
glad I'm glad the sisters figured it out that getting with an NBA guy is never gonna last. So go for the music guy or the movie guy. That won't last either. But those
sometimes
NBA
it
guys
feels
are
like
pussy hounds.
sometimes it feels like they just use them to have multiple kids with so that they have full siblings and then divorce. Like Kim like had 2 girls and 2 boys with Kanye. They allegedly nowadays you can choose the gender when you do IVF. And so she wanted to have 2 of each. So for the second 2, after she had the boy and the girl or whatever, the girl then the boy, they did IVF where they made it so that she had a boy and then a girl or whatever. Her kids what North, Saint, Chicago, and I think that hers is actually Reign, Reign, like King, like the little boy. I don't know. Kylie has Stormy. She's about to pop any day now, just like Lana Rhodes.
Really?
Do you know who?
I don't,
Do you know who Lana Rhodes' man is?
I don't even know
Lana
who Lana
Rhodes?
Rhodes is.
No, her new man.
She a
Who is
porn
it?
star.
Yeah, she is. She's like that's one of the most. Her and Riley Reid are at the top right now, or like they have been for years. I mean, Emily Willis is coming up there and shit, but um, no, Lana and Mike. That was actually a contract. Like they weren't really in a relationship, if you can believe that or not. She's actually been dating Johnny Sins. He's another porn star. He's still in the industry because she's retired, but he's still in the industry. That's who she's been with.
How many YouTube stars are on contract fake relationships?
Probably a lot. Tana and Jake Paul had a fake wedding.
So weird.
Yeah, it's all like that's the thing. It's just I was just talking to my neighbor about this the other day. Like, my neighbor comes up to me with his phone and he shows this girl licking a microphone on Twitch and like how she has all these kids viewing her, like tons of views and everything. It's like, welcome to this new generation. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this new generation is so digital. It's going and
like
hanging out in person's odd for them.
it's like the ASMR Tide Pod generation. I don't know, with the exception of any offspring that I have, because they do
I'm
not
glad
fit
I
in.
grew up in an analog world.
Yes, I am very grateful for like when I growing up in the 90s, I feel so blessed because like this is the thing though, is I feel like it's a little bit different for me because of my dad working for Comcast. Of course, we had the internet for free too. Like, you know, like man, sometimes like I get so annoyed when I think back to this because it's like I'll be in my room writing and then like my dad like comes in my room and it's like, you know, there's a program on the computer called Microsoft Word that you like everything I'm doing. Like he comes up to me like, you know, there's this on the computer. You know, you can get like, so finally I start using the computer and shit. I remember he would monitor me if I would go on AOL Messenger when I was really little. And I remember my first screen name was something about like Simba because The Lion King had just come out and I was obsessed with that movie. So I was like chatting with someone named like Dino Dan or something, like some boy, and he was like my age and we were like instant messaging or whatever. My dad's like sitting there supervising or whatever. And then it gets to a point that like then my dad is now telling me, You're always on the computer. Like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
Like, after
Parents,
years of him like pleading for me to get on, he like introduced me to so many cool games though, like from the 90s. Like there's this one, it's called Autopsy, and you have to like dissect them and figure out what's wrong with them and everything. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm not that relatable.
Oh, this was a good 3 hours. I'm happy I did it.
Let's do it again. I'm gonna jump off and watch the end of my game.
Me
Hopefully, I'm gonna
too.
win it
I'll
tonight.
do it soon. But thanks for coming through, Tommy. and
Let's just
Laura.
all get off together.
Yep. See ya. Peace.
Oh, I like
Good
that.
We did. That was we.
See,
I'm finished. Thanks.
there was some
Over.
pun intended there. All right.
Peace, Tommy.